If you love golf, you'll love Kelowna. There are some 19 courses in the area, and the first one, well, you'll be able to tee it up next week.
I just wanna have a good time, maybe dance in the moonlight. Not stress about something, not think about nothing. Just think about good times. Let's go!
Count them up. It is day 5 of our coverage. Montana's Brier from here in Kelowna at Prospero Place. Let's get you caught up in what happened this morning to start it off. And it's teams in Pool B. And Brad Jacobs, one of the favorites in the pool against Saskatchewan's Ryland Kleider. Jacobs leads it 2-1 as they play in 6. And this is just vintage, isn't it? Bang, bang, and away they go. And you can put 2 on the board for Jacobs, as he and the team would go on to the win. But he was pushed by Saskatchewan. Elsewhere, it was Quebec. They needed 3 in 9 to get past the team from Hay River. McEwen, he beats the team from Whitehorse. And Owen Purcell, 4 in 9 to pick up the win. So, top of the Pool B, well, there you go, McEwen, Jacobs. That's no surprise. It's going to be that battle for 3rd spot. And right now, it's Moybrook, Asselin, and then you've got those 2 sitting right there at 500, Purcell and Kleider. Now, we're going to look at, and you can't be chicken to play here, Pool A. And on this Tuesday afternoon, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Kelowna. Joe and Russ and Kathy will be here momentarily. What a morning it was, but boy, the top teams, I think for the really first time in the week, got pushed a bit.
Yeah, and particularly Team Jacobs. They were looking really strong versus their opponents, scoring tons of points, but they did get put to the test. We saw in that highlight, very high degree of difficulty asked of Brad Jacobs, and he was ready.
Featured game. Northern Ontario against Manitoba. Northern Ontario, John Epping, he said before the event, we're just going to fly under the radar. Not anymore.
Not anymore at all. This is the best team John Epping's ever had because of John Epping. He's just a born teacher. He's got this team playing a lot. I think it was 13 events this year. He's also working on the missing the right way, the tolerance. He got 2 of the best brushers in this entire country on this team. These guys are contenders.
We've talked at length about the changes that many teams have made. Manitoba is one of them. Reed Carruthers brings in BJ Neufeld at 3rd. Just their 2nd event together. So imagine the process of just adjusting to each other.
There's so much talent on this team, and those intangibles can take years to develop. They are so strong technically, lots and lots of skill, but last night they faltered a bit against Team Canada. Lots of frustration on the ice. They need to figure out how to lean on each other to get the most out of each other.
So that is our featured game when we do come back on this Tuesday afternoon. The Montana's Brier from Kelowna. Got to get it by that guard. Now bring it over, straighten it out. Oh my goodness, now sit down for the win.
Great team shot.
What a curling shot.
It's incredible.
94% on his hits today. Final stone in 10. He's got to run it back and stick it for the win. Epping, bang it, stick it, got it for a big victory here in Kelowna.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
It's all about Pool A on this Tuesday afternoon. The only team not playing, Kevin Cooey, and he sits there at 2-3. With the other games, here's Kathy.
Well, for Brad Gushue, undefeated and 90% personally, will still be looking for ways to be better as they take on New Brunswick and James Grattan. Matt Dunstone lost yesterday morning and has likely been a stew ever since as he had the bye. 75, 79 in his last 2. Those are not going to be good enough numbers. We'll try to right the ship against Ty DeLello and Newfoundland Labrador. And finally, a battle of the teams that have yet to win. BC's Cam DeYoung has made some wonderful shots. They've played some good ends, but not 10. They will face Nunavut and Shane Latimer.
It's time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Team Northern Ontario, they hail from the Northern Credit Union Community Center in Sudbury, skipped by John Epping and backed up by Ian McMillan. And the Horgan brothers, Tanner and Jacob. Manitoba from the Granite, the legendary Granite in Winnipeg, with Reed Carruthers at the head, Connor Negevin, Caitlin Schneider, and BJ Neufeld. They are on sheet A, and you can see that Carruthers is already out. It means that Epping has won the draw to the button, and so the team from Sudbury will have the last rock playing the Red Stones. Carruthers plays the yellow. And to get us underway, the Manitoba lead is Connor Negevin.
You gotta go.
Well, needless to say, both teams 4-1. Great start to the week, but somebody's going to lose this one, and they could be on the outside looking in because of this game at the end of the week.
Remembering, of course, it is one of the tiebreakers. Should you be tied with your opposite number, is then the head-to-head record. So win it, and you have that advantage.
Don't hate it. Yeah.
Guard?
Yeah, it should be good.
Really high centerline guard goes up from Team Manitoba here. Kind of saw a look of perplex on John Epping's face. They're going to go corner guard.
Whoa. Yeah, we're all there.
Well then.
Ian McMillan makes his home in Winnipeg, but he's a native of Dryden, Ontario.
We're on the broom.
We're there.
Little curl now. Little curl. Little curl. Little curl. Little curl. Yep. All done.
All right, keys to the game, and we'll start with Reed Carruthers in Manitoba.
It's a new day for this team. They had a very strong start to the event. There was a lot of frustration. It was almost palpable last night. They need to take what they need from that loss, learn from it, and move on into this one. Forget about what happened yesterday. In precision on peels, there were a lot of run backs that just did not connect in the house. In the 5-rock rule, it's really important to make noise. Need to focus on good technical throws.
We can go a bit even.
Distance.
Yeah, we can go for distance.
Come on, beach.
Hard beach. Hard beach. Hard.
Good
Good shot.
Great sweep.
And now for John Epping in Northern Ontario.
Well, make your move early, and what I mean is early in the end. The advantage for Northern Ontario is at the second position only if you look at the stats, so that's where you have to put pressure on Caitlin Schneider and shrink that scoring area. Reed Carruthers' numbers are through the roof. He's making a lot of shots other than a couple run backs last night to try to shrink that area, making him have no real estate to aim at.
A little tight.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties.
We're going to overcurl if anything.
Over. It's coming down.
Whoa, whoa. Yep.
Teams are getting extremely proficient at forcing and stealing, and like here's a good situation where Carruthers is gambling a little bit with two guards up the middle, knowing Northern Ontario's coming around, freeze to it, shrink the scoring area.
Yeah, you didn't really have a choice here. That first guard of Connors is so high that they can't really use it, and then you don't want to leave the corner guard available for Northern Ontario, so they had to put up that second one.
Whoa. Whoa.
T-line. Okay, we're going
Curl. Curl if anything.
Plan B, they heavy for the freeze, and now they're going to try to go right around it.
Clean.
Back
Clean.
eight.
Whoa.
Back 4.
Whoa.
Yep.
Get it by.
Yep. Curl now. Curl now.
Curl.
Keep going. Keep going.
That's good.
Nice shot.
Well managed. The sweepers knew exactly where that was going early on, so they were able to get the most they could out of that shot. Sometimes you see...
They look like I was in the real good stuff compared to them.
Yes, I would agree.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes you might see a team kind of just say heavy and pray for it to stop, and then it chops off the side. This one, at least they're shot, and they are fully buried.
Are they ever buried? Can't throw any weight at this at all. You could have just come to it.
Wait only.
Wait's good.
Third Brier for Tanner Horgan.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Back button. Yep.
There is room to get in there and
Curl. Curl.
maybe even grab the pin.
Curl. Curl.
Just wouldn't hook for him.
I take at least 5 off.
Still a good spot. It's about almost half under the rock in the 8-foot, so Manitoba can't play a tap and get to the inside here. They'll have to just play a freeze.
They sure can't be on the outside.
Yeah, I like that.
It's close.
Catlin Schneider
Clean. Clean.
goes from Saskatchewan to BC and now finds himself playing in Manitoba. Last year was the BC Skip, going 4-4 in Regina.
Curl.
The native of Edenwald, Saskatchewan.
Always curl. Always curl. Always curl.
Bounce that off a bit. Good shot.
Yeah, good sweep.
Just got enough curl at the end there.
Nice shot. Could make the double. Yeah. Out turn. Cut.
See, this is the difference in John Epping's game. With this team in particular, he is more prone to bail, and I think it's because the middle, the Horgan brothers, are so accurate with their peel weight ability. He's not skipping himself into a jam as much as he used to. He's always very tempted by the hero shot, but he does make sure he keeps his options open a lot more than he used to.
Oh boy. Real good.
Which I think is exactly what the doctor ordered, because we always talk about John having to play those hero shots, and now there's less of them.
Little less bite today, eh?
And so far this week, he's opted to play, let's say, the triple for 3 instead of the draw for 2 type of hero shot, not the hero shot against a pile.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you bet.
PJ Neufeld. As we say, Kathy, just his second event with the team, but is, he says, fitting in quite nicely.
Well, he said that socially he knew all these players, of course, from Manitoba, and for a while Connor and he actually had a business together with their brother. So it wasn't the social, but he said his only question mark was what would they be like together on the ice, and what he thought would be the most difficult, which was reading Reed's throws and being able to call line, he said has been seamless.
Now, I heard somebody say little less bite. What does that mean?
I think the rocks, it's one of two things. They've either clipped a little more, so the ice is a little bit not as abrasive, or the rocks, which we all know are starting to straighten out a little bit. They're going to sand them up tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, so overnight they'll sharpen them a little bit for tomorrow's draw.
Well, and it's a rule that Greg himself put in. He likes to have it by Tuesday, you make a decision. And if you're going to sharpen them, you do that, and then they will last no problem through the weekend.
Yeah, and the thought process there just being they don't want to make big changes a day before the playoffs start. The teams will need to start seeing that consistency to elevate their play, and I think everyone's on board with enjoying that take on things.
Oh, for sure. They can get 4 or 5 days out of it. Once the rocks are sanded, then the ice makers can clip less, maybe half an ounce, quarter of an ounce of snow on each sheet. They measure it, they weigh it, and then as the rocks calm down, get a little bit straighter, a little bit smoother, they can start to clip the top of the pebble off. It really is laser eye surgery, and by the time they get to maybe 2.5 ounces of snow per sheet, then they have to sand the rocks again.
When they say there's less bite, they just mean kind of in that last 10 feet of the rock's trajectory, there's less of that curl at the end, just a little bit more gradual.
Plan B for Epping here, the double stuff on the red guards. Now it's a mess out there. Not only are they got no scoring area, that yellow can be promoted for Carruthers.
Looking to get inside now with Jacob Horgan.
Close.
I think we can always be patient.
Said to him today, I went to Humber College when it was just a one-room schoolhouse. Basically, it's developed into a number of campuses, satellites around Ontario. He's studying business.
Hard.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Well, they're missing their opportunities here.
Yeah, that was a tough one, but yeah. You never want to be heavy on those shots, but in that case, they probably could run into the back red and would have been better than what they just did.
It's always going to this side of the yellow onto this.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking the out. Before he threw, I was thinking in, but...
That's really good. Out's the best shot.
Yeah.
He might he might be forced to do something like this. But
Yeah. Right to this is really good, right?
yeah, I mean, I love right here. If you can get right to here,
Higher than
that's,
the yellow.
Good.
Gotta be higher than the yellow, otherwise he lays
Great.
free.
he can probably hit a sliver of this.
Give me dead middle beach.
He has just a sliver of that.
Even
yeah.
up with this is perfect.
Yeah, Team Northern Ontario doesn't have anything on the right-hand side of the sheet. I don't think that they can't get to the inside of that yellow that's shot to try to move it back. So Reed's going to beat them into the button area on the other side.
Oh no, is that your draw?
It was.
It was. But
No, I don't. Just we didn't play that side. They throw their guards.
They threw their guards. Yeah.
Really good for line. Okay, you got it.
I'm thinking 14-3-ish.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, this will be
14.5, 14.5.
a little wider than the path to the middle, just to have enough space to get by the rock top 8 foot.
Right now it is Manitoba and Carruthers sitting the 1. Just T-line, edge of the button.
Air hot at the moment.
First for the skip, Carruthers in a 12th Brier appearance.
T-line. Gotta go. Okay, weight's good. Whoa,
Take
we're
it.
there.
Just for weight.
We're there. We're heavy.
Line's good.
Really close.
Clean.
Line's good. Yep.
We're there.
Yep.
Weight's there. Weight's good.
Wrap it
Tell me
around.
if you want to curl.
No.
Wrap it around.
Never.
Nice shot.
Oh, it's a beauty.
Good shot.
To sit 2 without last
Go,
rock.
Reed.
Have to know the time on that.
Boy, oh boy. How does Epping get out of this?
Just really well managed, and they made a really good guess on speed. Had to go wider than the other draws this end. I heard Reed said, I think a 14-3 is close. He threw a 14-2, so I'd say Skipper is dialed in.
I don't think it's not getting rid of the one he hits. I guess he's
Guard, doesn't it? What kind of weight are you throwing? Firm?
Feel. This doesn't. I don't think this is possible.
Need a quarter? Or is it curl in the first round? Like
thin
that?
quarter. Yeah. Okay.
Is it possible? Thin quarter, get them both?
I think it is. I think it with peel weight, you hit it really, really thin. It gets the one that Carruthers just threw, and this second one will be gearing. It could go, but it is so hard.
Here we go. So much pressure on Jacob Horgan, calling line. Tanner now trying to help it over. Very, very thin. Oh, and it just blows by.
Okay.
That was beyond tough.
Maybe 3. Maybe 3.
probably it's gonna be hard for him to get rid of this one. But if you go right here, he's
Same shot's great.
completely dead.
Okay. Can we get away with the same ice?
I think so. 1406.
Okay.
Okay, like 14.05. It's got to be like 14.5 or 6 now, though,
Yeah,
right?
because we swept it, right?
Swept it pretty good.
Yeah.
Talk about John Epping and the hero shots. That's one option, not a fun one.
Here, Emma.
Yeah, hair short's okay too.
Yeah, let's make it good. Where do you want it?
Okay, so let me ask you, Joe. Are they going to come in first of all with their next one, or are they just going to try to take that raise away?
Oh, they're going right in. Try
Okay.
to sit 3 here.
So in other words, take that raise away. Would you not? He just missed in his first attempt at the slash double. Would you not try and take that away first?
I think I leave that for him. He can barely see any of that yellow, and I don't think he can even kill both yellows by playing that shot. He was just trying to splash them out of the way a little bit.
Top 4. Go ahead. Clean. Oh. Top 4.
Pass the curl.
Weight's good. Weight's
You gotta
good.
go. You gotta
Gotta
sweep
go.
it.
Gotta go.
Good. You can
Go ahead.
straight.
Go. Gotta go
Negative
everything.
again. Now, Schneider joins him.
All right, keep going, Connor. You gotta win the single race.
And now they're going to be able just to block the path.
She's fine.
Just, I think.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just
that red raise is still there.
Yeah, had to be another foot deeper to block the raise, I think.
really have to feather that stone, though.
Shave it in there?
It's tough.
Well, if I just plant it, it goes off. If I just plant it, it goes.
Yeah.
The other shot I have, I don't have it. Well, I know. Yeah, I know. I think you got to try and plant that thing in there.
For 2.
You know, like the same shot?
I don't have, I don't have any of it from the hat.
John is never afraid to take risks, but
You
they're
want the same
Less
shot?
weight and give them 1?
yeah, I like that
What about
call.
less weight and just give them 1?
If you ever hit it there,
Well, that's how I give up 3, though.
it's a steal of 3.
Like a normal. Like a
Okay. But it's...
Give up 3 this way, too.
You just have to throw this away.
It would probably be your best odds.
I still think I'm giving up 3. I think
it's very hard.
It's going to catch this. No, I know it's hard. I get it. So are we happy with 2 and we just try to thin this sideways again? That's the only way we give up 3.
I know, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like you're giving up 3.
No, like I got to throw the same. We got to get action. We got to get things moving.
You weren't that far off.
It's a little different shape to it.
Same weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't far off.
Yeah, exactly.
No, exactly. Yeah.
To John's point, though, he said he can barely see anything from the hack. Like, he might have a 16th of this rock available.
And he's throwing peel, which makes that even harder because you're not going to get any curve past the reds.
Final stone. And right now it is Carruthers sitting the 2. Holding it up. Holding it up. McIntyre holding it up now. Oh, they got a buy. Oh, they got a buy, but they got this. Oh, goodness. And nearly spills enough to get them 1, but it results in a steal of 1 for Carruthers and Manitoba.
Just a fantastic effort there.
Good job.
Technically a little harder. That might go.
That close. Gives up a steal as the aggressive start by Manitoba pays off. Tuesday afternoon from Kelowna, BC. Day 5 coverage, Montana's Brier. From Prospera Place. And the 4 sheets in play. And we are over there on sheet A. 1-0 Manitoba. Carruthers with the steal of 1. Remarkable try by John Epping to make the double. Nearly spun it out. So once again here in this second, it'll be the team from Sudbury, Ontario, Northern Ontario that does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones.
Tight. Yep.
Yep.
Team Carruthers put a lot of heat on Epping in that end.
Hard line.
All right, let's start our updates with New Brunswick against Team Canada, Kathy.
James Grattan faced 3 on his first. He did make a double, and Brad removed the stone. And on James's final, he was trying to hit and roll right in front of the other Gushu stone and didn't make it quite across the house. So this is an open hit for Brad for 2.
Hard. Hard.
5th straight game
You got it.
that Gushu has started with last rock. And he converts there again to pick up a quick and early deuce.
A lot of weight. Line's good.
The 4.
A lot of weight.
Whoa.
What do you want to do here?
Just let it stop.
Good shot, Cat. Not bad.
Okay, not bad.
Early edge here to Team Manitoba. Carruthers with the setup shots.
The nose. In.
Earlier this week, Northern Ontario played Team Canada on this sheet, and Northern Ontario was yellow. They now have the red rocks. I just remember a lot of chatter from Team Canada about the rocks. Brendan Botcher had one that curled. Jeff Walker's were straight, so sometimes it takes a few ends to wrestle them down and figure out where the broom needs to go.
That's good.
So I think
When you're talking this type of precision, you know, look at Epping's 2 tries last end and some of the come-arounds that Team Carruthers made. You better have the rocks figured out.
Well, yeah, and just Ian McMillan went corner guard, and then
I'll give you a little less ice on that one, and I'll just give you more, unless your second one's curling a little more.
There's the teacher.
when you don't often see. So Ian McMillan put up the corner and then wrecked on the come around.
Okay, update now. BC and Nunavut both looking for their first wins.
Shane Latimer was looking at 3, and he could not go after the 2 on the right because they were buried. So he tried the hit and roll under, and he hit and stuck. And so this is an open hit for Cam DeYoung for 3.
Like just
curl a little.
The team from Victoria.
Shot, Cat.
The Victoria Curling Club.
shot count.
Clean.
And that is good for 3. Seconds 3 scored. by De Jong this event. His previous 3 was against Kevin Cooey. And the Alberta champions, Cooey, they're idle today.
Those rocks
They're
make
2 and
sense,
3,
bud?
and they were here practicing. They will not play today. The team has the afternoon off, doesn't play at all. Look at them pile up here.
Oh. They've been connecting with those more often than not, Northern Ontario, all week. Double stuff last and really cost them.
He's got no runs, right?
No raises I can see at this point either.
Shooting for free in a bit.
Yeah, you bet.
Little bit.
Wait's good.
3, 3, 4.
Line's good.
I thought it was interesting, Kathy, when he said it's a little bit of a blessing and a curse, because he said, agreeing with so many other teams, all the changes are about keeping up with primarily the European teams, and it's talking about the Swedes and Mowat and Scotland. But he said, and I said, but you can't select a team here in Canada, can you? And he goes, no, because we have so much depth. The problem is, how do you keep up?
Well, and that is the problem. He talked about, there's probably 4 or 5 teams that are really good. And so you're chasing somebody, and in theory, Canada with 4 or 5 teams could be better. But at this point, he said Mowat in particular is what everyone is chasing to be as good as, and then that little bit better if you're going to win.
Close. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
And got it. But my goodness, there's a pile to get behind now.
But that was much needed, because getting so late in the end, if that's missed, there would not be a run back opportunity. It would be taken away by Manitoba.
There wouldn't have been a draw opportunity either. Like, it was top button, fully buried. There's no way for Northern Ontario to score. Looks a lot better for them now.
I mean, look at the stones, the 3 on the right. Looks like a rack on a pool table.
Here, and he still goes here.
I think he's probably right.
I kind of like this.
He's going.
Okay. Like, you can over curl it a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's not good.
That's not good, because then
You're just bury behind that one. Force him to play the run, right?
Okay, sounds good.
I don't think this will be as good a speed.
No, you're going to have to throw this, like, positive, draw the button.
14-2?
Yeah, 14-3, 14-2.
Doesn't look like a pile of ice here. And BJ probably has to throw the hair harder out here, so it's got less time to curl.
Okay, hold on. Waits.
Just want to keep it out there for speed.
No.
Line's
We're not terrible. We're still back button.
Get ready, Con.
It's maximum speed.
No. We just want it to stop, I think.
Yeah, it's maximum
Curl.
speed. Okay.
Curl. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
A shot.
Very nice.
Well, new team for Northern Ontario and Epping, and consciously played a lot so they could get to know each other. Then by comparison, you look at, as mentioned, Reed Carruthers, now with BJ Neufeld, just their 2nd event, and they look very good, thank you very much, in their games together. But so many changes by teams heading into this year's Montana's Brier.
Well, and BJ talked about his dad, of course, Chris Neufeld, who played for Vic Peters when they won in '92. And he just said one of the things his dad has also done is taken a look at it and said that the teams that made the changes didn't really improve. It was just frenetic behavior because people are worried about not winning.
Oh, he ran it back. Then it just spills towards that intern side.
Yeah. She get a little bit. I think so. I think I can throw. Yeah.
If you like that, I mean, you could probably throw as much as easy if you want.
I know. I was thinking about it. Yeah. I was almost tempted to hack.
That was a millimeter for being underneath the wall of granite.
Bumper.
I'd like to think we'll get some movement here, hey, Beach?
I would hope so, yeah.
After a blanked first, we go to the second. Interestingly enough, that it is the team from Newfoundland and Labrador, Ty DeLello with Lost Rock.
And he is facing 3. He ignored 2 Matt Dunstone's rocks and tried to go around that corner as you see it, but grazed on his first one, rolled into the open. Matt hit. So he does need to make the double in order to score here, and nose will not be good enough.
First time in the event they do have the last rock to start.
Weight's good.
You're heavy.
Nose was not good enough, so a steal.
Heavy.
Whoa! I didn't like that. I like weights actually make the
Hard, bud. Come on.
Really hard.
Get it going. Really got to go.
Hard, Connor.
Come on. Come on. Go, 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 go.
Get it out.
Hard V.
And
Hard.
enough to take it out the
Go,
back.
go, 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 go.
And did it just spin back?
Oh, that's a photo finish for sure.
Carry.
Is it in?
It's close.
What do you think?
Might
Like
be,
bite
yeah.
the floor?
Yeah.
It's close for
Go
sure.
for it. Spike
Is
the
it
four,
ever?
but yeah.
The line is always considered in.
Yeah, it was heavy for sure.
There's a wonderful example. You know, Reed Carruthers with a delivery like that's going to be pretty close to the broom, inch here, an inch there. Just that slight extra weight that wasn't predicted. It did not curl at all. Almost whiffed it.
With an AC, like a nice sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Line's good.
Little light.
So trying to wrap
Pretty
around
close,
with
though.
his
Go if you
first.
can.
John Epping.
Okay, weight's close.
Gotta go a bit soon.
No, line's good. Always Tanner, though.
Yeah, let me hit it. Yeah.
Line's great. Always Tanner, but line's great. Get the weight right, boys.
Wait, listen to Jacob Horgan. So the younger brother is in the house, and as he said, I've spent a lot of time as a skip, obviously, through college. And then now handling the house, learning a lot from John, but John has full confidence in him. His brother, he says, is much more relaxed, playing second and rushing.
It's really fascinating because a lot of these top skips are, you know, amalgamating, getting together. They have to keep up to the top teams, and sometimes you'll find that spot in the lineup that works.
Probably going to be a.
Well, Tanner's really fiery, and so as a skip, when he would miss, he would be just visibly shaking. And I think at second he can vent on a brush, and he's very good at it.
For a bit.
Okay. Sounds good.
Like, I think this will be
I
straight.
think this will be not too bad, bud.
I love this call because I actually, if they can somehow figure out the speed, they can actually be shot rock here. The guard's so long.
Maybe.
Yeah, kind of my easy.
The only question is that enough ice? We're just edge of 12. Just that high corner guard, is that in the way?
Yeah, it's so high, maybe it doesn't break. But you're right, it looked like 3 feet to get by it. That's not enough.
Back
But
eight.
Tons of room.
Little
as long as
heavy.
there's some speed, he gets by easy.
Can't.
Final stone 4.
It's really heavy.
Manitoba and Carruthers. Right now it
It's coming
is.
down.
Northern Ontario
So
sitting
close.
1. Is there
Always
2
cat.
All there for speed,
It's
guys.
at
good
the
now.
back on the edge?
How's the curl?
Still pretty heavy, guys.
Okay, well, line's good.
You got to stay in shot.
Stay for shot.
Off. Never, ever.
shot.
Ah, boy, Rama time.
Shot round.
Wow.
Good sweep, guys.
Hooks in to sit down, shot rock, back edge of the 4.
Ah, boy, Rama time.
What a great read on the speed there. 13 and a half.
It's like it's almost thin.
Great shot, Reed.
It's a thin like on the thin side of 2/3.
That got by
Like this
by
or off the
about
wall,
10
but
inches,
the
too.
off
You
the
could
wall
probably
is fresh.
follow it down, move it a couple inches.
seen this spot like a whole bunch.
Hair less.
Hair high? Yeah, just a bit high.
They do know this run back.
Thin side of 2/3.
Okay,
Yeah, definitely 2/3.
okay, sounds good. You got her.
On the thin side.
Kind of
Because
weight.
he thinks that top one's might be it, or back one might be it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, just my easy.
Pretty firm.
Right now it is a potential Manitoba steal. McMillan staying with it. Have they got the right call? Have they got it? Oh, they'll stuff it at the back, but my goodness. Johnny Epping comes through with a wonderful run back.
Great throw.
And what a line call, too, by the young Jacob Horgan. For 2. We're still trying to catch our breath after a couple of wonderful ends here. John Epping with as the Olympic silver medalist Mike Harris looking over his shoulder as coach of this Northern Ontario team from Sudbury, as we welcome you back to Kelowna on this Tuesday afternoon. 2-1. Northern Ontario leads it. First time in the game now that Manitoba and Reed Carruthers from the Granite in Winnipeg have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Okay. Team Manitoba was pretty happy before Epping through that last rock. Those are not easy. They had played a couple of runs in that area, but still.
I was so impressed with Reed guessing in that line, the sweepers managing it properly, getting in there for shot, and of course John Epping being John Epping loves those kinds of shots.
Yeah, it's got to sit.
Line's great.
It's good.
It's real good. Yep.
Yep. Hard distance.
Oh. Go. Come on. Okay, sorry.
Lost the life on that rock a little bit. Just kind of turned and then slowed right down.
Probably this is a bit
Yeah, I
of a
think it's
straighter turn.
first shot to make it a little bit.
Okay.
Yep. Whoa.
That is not a good number for a team in looking to win a championship.
Yellow.
Good try. Nice. Nice shot.
Just 16% in your hammer efficiency, scoring 2 or more when you have last rock.
Oh, unlock.
Stay on
Hello.
that angle.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Back 8.
Like that ice?
It's just a hair slower down
I
here.
like ice. I just gotta commit probably in tight here.
Yep.
A little slow.
Back 12.
Little big.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Back line.
Coming down. Back 12. No, back line.
Close.
Coming down. Back 12.
You'd like to save their shot rock here for Northern Ontario.
How about Tanner?
Good, Tanner.
Just like that.
Good job.
Oh, really nice shot. Gets the angle right too, so that yellow's long gone. Doesn't hit the back Northern Ontario red.
Well, they do the same kind of thing.
I think so. I look very straight for that.
If you're 12.
12.65.
Back 12.
So you're looking for.
Bordering on.
So throwing like a 13.5.
Sure. I think that's close.
We don't need as much weight as he has.
Is that enough, Peach?
I think so.
Bordering
Like,
on
his
not
didn't do
enough.
much.
That's bordering on not enough. 13.2.
Looking for kind of a similar shot here from Catlin Schneider. Just get an angle, release the back yellow.
Back line.
Well then.
Whoa.
Line's good.
Whoa. Whoa.
Very heavy.
Lean.
Almost
Whoa,
to the half.
Curl.
Like to keep their yellow in the mix.
Very heavy.
Keep it third shot.
Very heavy.
Hard beach. Keep going.
You wanna
Keep going.
take the
Curl.
shooter.
Yeah,
On the
yellow. Go
Take
in
the
the
shooter
yellow.
as
Go
far
in
as you
the
can, yeah.
yellow. Go in the yellow. Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it's not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
The weight actually ended up pretty close. It was
Like board?
just didn't curl for him for whatever
You like
reason.
that?
Yep.
Nice board weight.
Third stones here in the third.
A little heavy.
Jacob
A
Horton.
little heavy. Weight's good.
Yep.
A little heavy.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Come on, big brother.
Coming down. Curl.
Good shot.
Good.
The confidence you must have in a shot like that when you've got your brother brushing. You can hear the friction on the broom just through the microphones.
Hear it squeaking. So much downward pressure.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. 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 Curl.
Come on.
Curl.
Negative.
Whoa. Curl.
Here we go. Run it back. Bang,
Great
bang.
shot.
And away they go. Very nice. Good shot. BJ Neufeld.
Lucky. Little one hair more.
Nice shot,
I mean, Kathy, they
Third.
bring such I know they're not a cohesive unit yet, but it's a work in progress. But when you bring that much skill, this team has to be better for it.
Oh, for sure. Skill and experience. BJ's been there, done that with so many good teams, and he's playing with a little bit of, not bitterness, but yeah, maybe bitterness.
Yeah, you bet.
At being cut in, so he wants to show that, you know, he was let go because he was very honest with us because of the brother connection. He said, I think if it wasn't for brothers, I wouldn't have been let go.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Yes. Let go by Matt Dunstone.
Attaboy.
Good.
And then E.J. Harnden coming onto the team to play with his brother Ryan.
Good care.
And it just so happens they are in the same pool.
Shot, Shaky. Here we go.
Nice run back double made by BJ Neufeld, and this is the rebuttal from Jacob Horgan.
Just beautiful curling.
Yeah, precision peels on both sides. They've sorted out where to put the broom and how to throw it.
Northern Ontario was a bit of trouble. They played that tap, got the angle right.
Clean.
Another little hit and roll perfect, and a double. 3 great shots in a row to wrestle away a good situation for Carruthers.
Clean. Yep. Straight. Yep.
Dunstone and Carruthers will play each other tomorrow night.
Nice shot, Beach. Beauty.
Good shot.
That's pretty good.
Go wider.
Good throw, man. Very nice throw.
I like
I
this.
think we want to chase.
Yeah, the overroll was good here because you have to be careful with the jam now.
Yeah, right to the nose.
Yeah,
just
should
through.
be a good pass.
We're trying to think, has he ever played better?
Well, John's streaky. He's always been streaky. I curled against him years ago, and he's either red hot like this or pretty average. And this week it's red hot.
And a wonderful call by Jacob Horgan again for the skipper. And it gets him to take the lead. The key shot brought to you by BKT Tires. Growing together.
Easy. Little big. Curl.
It's good.
John's got one of those deliveries that's, you know, I think you need a lot of reps, and he does that every single season, Vic. He plays as much or more than any other men's team in Canada.
And then add to it, he plays mixed doubles with Lisa Weigel, so he gets more reps in there.
A little bit.
17 spiels he played this year.
And straight side too, yeah.
It's just not.
Those are just running way keener earlier.
That, in fairness, was supposed to get to the inside, Joe.
Yeah, they had to call the audible to avoid the jam.
Got away with it.
That's pretty darn close. Okay. I think it's close, Beach.
Kind of like biting 4-foot height, Cap.
14-6.
Right here.
14-6, do you think?
Solid. Yeah, it was. They thought it was a hack. Yeah. Take it though.
There's another good reminder. You know, John ended up being maybe 7 inch wider than he wanted to be, all because he overthrew it. Got to get that speed right.
3-1 BC leading Nunavut.
Well, that red stone that you see is Shane Latimer's final stone. He was drawing against 3, maybe 4. It's hard to tell. And went right around. So for Cam trying to play the run back,
Like to go if we can.
not sure if the drag's there or not. There is some space, but trying to run it back, get rid of that red stone for multiple.
Looks lined up pretty good. I think he can hit it close to nose and get away with it, Kath.
Whoa. Hard. Whoa.
Oh, gosh, he got it.
Very
Wow.
nice.
And that'll be for 2 more. Wonderful. They've been closing so many of their games. Just the learning process for this BC team.
It is, and consistency, Vic. Cam has made some just great shots, but he's been in a lot of trouble a lot of time.
3 of the players from Victoria making their debuts, only their third. Alex Horvath has been to a Brier before.
What was your first one, like 2 feet? Big a hack?
Reed had great weight on his come around, just did not get the finish they were expecting. There's been it's been a bit of a trend, if anything, a little bit of an undercurl on these come arounds.
You got to think the rocks are just getting that wee bit straighter.
Yeah, just has to tighten up the broom a little bit.
Yeah. Same with John here. He can't overthrow it like he just did on his previous one.
Easy.
Lighter.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot available.
Yes. Slider. Slider. Gotta go.
Tanner Horgan, can you save it? Oh, goodness. And pushes it out the back.
That's incredible.
Hi, boy. Nice way, John.
Third end, there had to be a bit of pebble there. Once that went, I didn't see them getting by that yellow.
Just look at his broom angle. It's almost straight up and down. I would love to know how much downward pressure that measures on the instrumented brush. There's brushes that can actually measure how many pounds you're pushing down per square inch on that brush head. It's incredible.
So facing 3 with his last.
That was almost completely buried, and John almost didn't roll anywhere.
Back to starting the game. 7 ends.
Weight's good.
Clean. It's not heavy.
Whoa. Weight's good.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. 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 Yep. Yep.
Hard.
Connor
Hard.
Negaman.
Yep.
Hard.
Staying with it.
Right to it, bud.
Shot.
Very nice. To pick up a single.
Sorry.
Been a terrific game so far on this Tuesday afternoon in Kelowna. Rachel Homan and the Homan Empire win the Canadian Women's Curling Championship.
Watching them right now, it's insane.
Dominant like I've never seen.
That team is doing something very special.
It's just surreal. I mean, Rachel Homan is just unbelievable. Probably one of the best performances I've ever seen.
They just shut down everybody that came their way.
That team is so talented. They're just amazing to watch.
Astonishing, the level of play.
They set the bar really high.
Unbelievable.
She's just making things look easy.
They're pretty flawless with everything they're able to do.
I think Rachel forgot to miss shots. I think she made all of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go against her right now.
They're on a special run, and if they're watching this, enjoy it.
I wouldn't be surprised if I don't think anyone would if they didn't win another world championship this year.
I have all the confidence in them heading to Worlds that, they're going to go and get the job done. Keep doing what you're doing. Clearly it's working, so don't change anything and just go represent Canada well.
Go Canada, go. We're cheering for you guys.
Homan Empire, go get them.
All Canada will be cheering you on, and we can't wait to watch.
They don't need any luck. They just got to keep doing what they're doing, and I know they'll represent the country great.
If she just keeps doing what she's doing, she's going to be unbelievable.
I'm happy that she's not here this week at the bar because she could cause some damage.
My goodness, yeah, we know. And she is terrific. I mean, it'll be a long time before we forget that finish in Sydney. There's your field. Familiar names, certainly, including the finalist a year ago, Silvana Tiranzoni, when she shut her down and had no shot. And Homan claimed the medal. March the 15th. It starts from Uijeongbu in Korea, and we'll be cheering Rachel Homan as she wears the maple leaf.
And it's interesting, we did ask the curlers their thoughts on Rachel's performance. That's what you just saw. But to me, it's really significant when it comes up unsolicited. And that was in the conversation you and I had, Vic, with BJ before the game when he was talking about, for the men, how they're trying to get to the quality of Bruce Mowat. And he said in women's, there's just Rachel Homan. Everyone is just trying to be her.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
I think back button.
Easy.
Easy.
Yep.
So we go to the fourth.
Whoa.
And 2-2 tie, and it is once again Northern Ontario and John Epping
Curl.
out of Sudbury that does have last rock as the Hammer playing the Redstones.
Yep, good.
Oh, really good. Kick that red on the right. It's now accessible to raise.
Get rid of both yellows.
Well, you just plant it on there, don't you?
Might be.
Plant it on the top
chance
one?
they still have 2 reds.
Yeah,
under
okay.
the guard.
Okay.
You hit what you can see of the yellow and roll
do
away.
that.
Just jiggle those then?
Like a control?
Yeah, well, to get the yellow or the red to go, I think you
It's
probably
pretty good
have
because
to.
this should shoot to here.
Yeah.
Thinking, like, you're probably
I
rolling
don't know what
out,
else you
but
do.
kill that, get the 4 to here. Angles are quite a bit better.
Yeah, like this.
I think the shot is.
No, you'd have to go mega thin. It's
still
not
like,
ideal.
What kind of weight am I throwing? Hack?
No, this?
Yeah.
No, like control normal.
Oh, I'm killing my
you're
shooter?
rolling out, yeah.
Yeah, I think you want to remove a
Yeah, it should be pretty
Northern
straight,
Ontario
eh?
stone here if you can.
Yeah,
So control weight will be enough to kick it out.
Yeah, I think Catlin was confused. He was trying to save his shooter, and you can't. You got to throw some speed to kick that shot rock, Northern Ontario rock out of the 4.
Pinch last round.
Yes! Hard! Hard corner!
Negative. Oh, and they catch that Northern Ontario stone first. Keep it in play.
Hey, it's not bad.
Kind of looked like he cheated the broom with his body there. He didn't
move that
quite
red.
get out to Reed's broom. And you got two choices when you're throwing it that hard. You punch it back out, or you throw it even harder, and you can't do that.
Control.
That was narrow from the get-go.
Yeah, sometimes if you try to fix that on release, try to float it out to the room, that makes it run really straight, and you couldn't blow by everything there.
No, with that speed, he had no choice.
Just had to pray that sweeping could fix it.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, it was a
Really
good,
close.
good adjustment, to be honest.
Yep. Whoa. Curl.
Curl. Curl.
Really got to curl.
Hard.
Whoa. Yep. Straight.
Okay.
Ooh. Very nice.
Let's go make it triple here.
Just so straight there.
Thin half, third. Might go to that back one.
This makes a lot of sense because you might be able to keep the yellow in a good spot, but that
Looks like
could
thin
go
half.
also.
Thin half.
I think you can get three going here. Yeah.
Thin half. Yeah.
Yeah, love that.
Looks like almost.
Intern?
In.
Is that what they seeing?
I like the in.
I agree with Reed.
Should
Thin
get it
half. Make the even if you just make the double and stay. If you could keep the thrown rock partly underneath that guard. If you get it too thin, the thrown rock that BJ's throwing right now will spill out in the open.
Really hard, Catlin.
Hard. Whoa.
Catlin Schneider.
Yep.
More than the third.
1, 2, and touch it. And yeah,
Like two.
It's a great shot.
Nice shot.
Nice.
Jam leaves it at the back. However, it does look at the moment that Carruthers is hitting 2, but without last round.
Who's second?
Pretty good result.
Yeah, they're sitting 2, and there's no double.
A bit more of that than they wanted to, but
Try and do that.
going to have some grouped stones on the right-hand side
I
here.
get shot rock, eh?
Be nice
Nose
to
is
just get
probably
a hair
pretty
low,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, right on the nose.
Solid through.
Is fine.
Okay.
This makes a little more sense than John's original call.
Yeah, let's
Rolling
nail
over to
this
the
weight.
right could set up a red triple. You got to make a move on this one at some point. I think they could probably get partly buried here. Fairly long guard.
Yeah, at least if they can get to nose, they'll be a piece under, and then Manitoba would roll away.
This time of the week with the rocks, you can't overthrow these.
Yep. Hard.
Real hot.
Hard.
Jacob Horgan.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Tanner.
Hard. Yep. Whoa.
McMillan just there to urge him. Now he'll pick him up, and through it goes.
Yeah, there was no inside roll. You couldn't throw any better than that. Hair lighter, maybe.
Good sweep.
It's good. Okay. Kind of wait.
Yeah.
Bump. Bump. Okay. Trying to roll away.
Yeah.
Okay.
2-1, Guju leads New Brunswick, and the defending champion has the last row.
Well, and there's been 3 really good shots back to back. James played a hit and roll
Pretty
on
good.
his
No, we're not
first,
late.
managed to be buried, but then Brad Gushu came off the stone and got it out. That red stone just played by James Grattan, hit his own and rolled underneath. And so Brad trying to catch as much as he can of the stone right beside the rock, trying to go across the top, pick it back for 4, maybe 5.
Curl. Curl, Jeff. Curl, Jeff. Curl. Whoa.
Wow. Yeah.
So nice.
Put your hands together. That's their first 4 of the event.
Bad season, somebody said to me.
Interestingly, isn't it, that, I mean, they're both from down east. They've been to the Brier. This is 17th time for Grattan, 22nd for Brad Hughes. But it's their first meeting since 2014.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been that long.
That was a bit solid.
Yeah, that's right.
Manitoba was playing the chase and jammed in the back of the ring, so this is now a hit to sit 2 for Northern Ontario.
Really unlucky to stick it at the back. It didn't roll at all.
It's big.
Oh, heavy.
Stay close. Whoa.
It's big.
Curl.
Control.
Curl.
Ian McMillan.
It's good. It's good.
Good.
Where is it?
Oh boy.
A slight outward roll. I think yellow second.
Sketchy.
Yeah. Is it rolling off of this anyways?
Yeah.
Onto this?
Yeah. Kind of looks like a bumper shot.
I think so, Reed.
Yeah. Out-turn bump.
Yeah, I mean, you could throw the in if you want.
I like the. Well, I saw your peel, but the out should be straighter.
And I'd like the
BC and Nunavut County.
Lots of pressure from BC on this Nunavut team. Maybe the BC team just relaxing given where they're at, but making everything today. The decision by Shane is to get to the nose and make this double. I think he's prepared to concede the single.
Shane Latimer. Skipped this team a year ago in Regina, went 1-7.
Hard. Hard.
And 2 more. So it's been a struggle for Latimer.
BJ and Reed took a look at the top rocks to try to figure out who was shot, and BJ made a good point. He said, well, either way, I think we're just playing the hit and roll here. They could come around and try to sit shot, but they would leave a double for Team Epping. They're trying for a low roll in the house.
That's why they've gone to the intern, which they don't know as well, but I like the call because you can get a lower roll with this high side spin.
Hard.
Skip Stones here in 4.
Any roll.
Schneider. And there's all you're going to get. So they are the shot rock at the moment.
Good weight, Ron.
Good sweep.
Nice weight.
Sweep. Roll a half a rock, eh? Yeah.
In a 1-1 tie, checking in on Manitoba, Newfoundland, Labrador.
And Matt has had to work hard today on his first one. He had to come off one of his own out in the 12-foot to redirect into the 4-foot to move the Newfoundland Labrador stone out. And this stone is just edge to edge. So trying to get to the nose and not roll for 2.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Great sweep.
John Epping.
Big board.
Close. Clean. Clean. Whoa.
A little hot.
Curl. 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 Whoa. Yep. Straight. 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 Straight.
Good. It's good. It's a good shot.
Roller right to there would be sweet.
Sitting 2 at the moment.
Tickle that.
I like the other roll.
But that's hard.
Chances are he's going to kill one of his own and be only for 2.
Yeah, if we roll to here, well, you're going to be like here.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got enough to hit it thin enough.
I don't.
Then I can maybe audible it a little bit. If we roll too far, we roll into like here-ish.
Yeah. I think so. Like if I end up going half around, he's still just playing the out-turn chase. He's got to navigate that, right?
Yeah, that's actually probably a pretty good shot. That might be the best.
Yeah.
Just getting it just like half under.
Yeah, even 2/3 under.
Yeah, 2/3 under. I think if you
under.
want to be.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's throw bumper. Okay. So yours ran pretty straight. I thought you threw it really good. Like, am I thinking like that?
Really careful where you roll here. You kind of roll into this type area. It's a pretty easy double for somebody of this ability for 3. If you also roll just a hair, I think John can get tight enough to that yellow to get it that way too. So I think they're talking rolling basically underneath the guard.
They're thinking even just a half buried, maybe get him tempted to chase it. Flirt with jamming on the back one in the rings.
The out-turn chase, sure. This is the, these are the ones that run that little bit straighter as the game goes along.
Weight.
Clean. Close. Clean.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Final stone for Reed Carruthers. In this 2-2 tie as we play here in 4.
Curl. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa.
Great shot, Reed.
Great shot, Ram.
Oh, just
Really good.
absolutely perfect.
BD, Ram.
Good call, Beej.
Nice shot, Rama.
It's pretty good. Chase looks hard, no?
Doesn't look there to me,
No?
No. I think it's the draw for one.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Brilliant roll. And it's we say that doesn't roll. It's a double for 3.
Take a look.
It rolls 6 inches farther.
Looks
It's a
hard.
double for 3 and not a tough one. Now John's got to work hard just to get a single.
Sir.
It's there, but is it worth it? One's pretty good.
I think the guard's too tight to make the chase, and it's so high in the house, you have to push it pretty far.
Go on, try it.
Just most times you kill it for
I
one,
like it. We
don't
saw
you?
mine.
Okay.
Oh, they're going to go.
Just through.
Yep.
So the young eyes have convinced the the more experienced look of Epping.
It's a worried look from Epping, though. This is tough.
Well, again, it's going to be the brush.
Yeah.
And then the line call of Jacob.
And that was one of our keys, was the brushing. Once they know it's by, they've got to really hook this thing in there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Here we go.
Whoa, Carl.
Can you get to this stone and tap it back?
Solid through.
McMillan trying to help it over. Staying with it. Got to get it by. Now have you got it? Watch Horgan's there now too. Have they moved it back far enough? They have. Oh, the great chase works.
Special.
For Northern Ontario.
Knowing how to throw it back. They got it out, not heavy. Once they knew it was a bye, they carved it early.
Well, no short of stones in play. We are just in the 5th now, and it's 4-2. Northern Ontario leading Manitoba. Both these teams coming in with records of 4-1, and a win here to go to 5-1 would put them in a very good position going forward. And we remind you again, of course, it's just the top 3 teams in each pool that will advance, and one of the determining factors is your head-to-head record. So both now at 4-1. We welcome you back on this Tuesday afternoon to Kelowna. And here in 5, it is Manitoba and Reed Carruthers from the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg. It does have last round. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstone. You know, it's funny. You go back to that first year, and it was Northern Ontario the last rock. Manitoba with their centers were like just set the table and said, we're going to play you, and we're going after you right now. And they have for 4 ends.
Yeah, and the shot making that Northern Ontario has responded with has been outstanding. I mean, the sequence of events choosing that final shot last end, you can see it in John's face in the hat. He didn't even know if the shot was there, but the team wanted to play it.
Yeah.
He deferred to his guys, and they made it look easy.
They did, and they absolutely brushed it perfectly, didn't they? With the directional brushing nowadays and the power on this front end for John Epping, he threw it soft enough that it was going to make a move eventually. Once they knew it was by the guard for sure, then they angle brushed it in quickly as good as they could. And then you get that wee bit better angle, that little bit better finish, just enough to make that thing.
You know, I'm a big team dynamics person, and what I wonder about John Epping is that, you know, Tanner Horgan can be fiery, and he calms him down, and the whole team looks up to John. But in that moment, John got quiet confidence from Ian and from Tanner. It wasn't like a hard sell. It was, no, we think you can do this, and Jacob was really positive. I think that they feed off each other so well, and that's a huge part of the success.
Yeah, you talk often about kind of the mentor elevating the team, but the team also elevates the mentor in this situation.
I don't know if I moved it, John. I know I clicked it pretty good. But
that was, to me, that was really slow.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always got that, right?
Yeah.
Like splitting our red, crazy.
Well,
Just that stagger.
It's not bad.
that's not bad. It's just he's got the roll. He's got this little run back and roll in.
Yeah.
This is just scary. Well, no, he's gonna roll both of them behind ours, isn't he?
Do you see anything else?
I mean, our,
You just wanna
our
go
tight
here?
guard isn't helping.
This is weird. Yeah. I'm just worried he's gonna roll that one right on top of ours, behind our guard we're throwing.
You don't want to hit and roll to a stagger.
I know, yeah. I'm just worried about the guard.
Okay.
And then he goes something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
It seems
well,
like
let's
a
go into here.
good idea.
Let's just go right
we
into
kind of
that
just
then.
have to.
Yeah, make that right there. Okay.
Make him open it up.
Yep. Good with that.
The
Frozen
initial
ours is
thought
pretty
would be to
good.
control the front by yelling, like, knocking out that Carruthers yellow rock, but a little bit of danger to get it through the uprights. And they make a great point. If you roll over and stagger
Let's get this right on
the two reds, then you can't throw a run back.
Well, somebody mentioned about playing a split on that redstone.
Spot's pretty good
Yeah,
here.
that's an option too, other than it opens up a pretty good situation John has here.
Yeah, and they don't want to help Team Carruthers in this situation. I don't mind it. Sit 3, make them make something, and there's still lots of time in the end to bail. It's only second.
As long as this isn't heavy, it's going to stop at a good spot. It's either perfect, little light, or guarding.
Okay, yeah. It's got to really grind.
As long as it's not heavy.
Close.
Really needs to
Yep.
sit.
Tanner Horgan.
Oh, it's just way heavy. Oh, sorry.
Curl and die. Curl and die.
Okay, Tanner.
Good judge, eh?
Good eye.
Yeah. Sorry.
Dead nose.
Yeah.
You got it, Catlin.
Straight back could make all three of them.
Yep. Whoa. Curl.
Catlin Schneider.
Curl.
Megavan.
Curl.
Bang.
Nice.
And he does. Gets them all 3. And look at where the shooter stays. So
Nice shot, Catlin.
now they've got those to work with.
And just to Russ's point, that's the control zone right there. Got a corner guard to use.
Good rebound.
2 really tight ones near the center. That was a huge shot.
That's where the top teams make a living, isn't it?
Good one, bud.
Overdid it.
No real choice here for Northern Ontario. They're going to come around. I think they might want to maybe just be half buried so that they can't make the run back and stick it and be totally buried for Manitoba.
Weight's good.
Hair lighter.
Mine's good.
No.
Close.
Because there's 2 out there, it will be easier to play run back and get it buried behind one of those 2.
Back T-line.
Back 4.
Yeah, back court. Back T-line. Yeah.
Just let it
Swing
die.
straight if you can.
Whoa.
3-1.
Okay.
Manitoba's
Not the worst.
Dunstone ahead of Newfoundland and Labrador's DeLello.
Ty tried to hit and roll in the mix in front of another stone on his first. He just nosed it, and that allowed Matt to hit and lie those 3. So for Ty playing the hit, he cannot hit the top stone because he will not be shot, so he has to hit the one in the 8-foot and roll in order to count.
Facing 3 with his last.
Straight.
And roll it. And that's very nice. For the single and 5 to go to the break. Down by 1.
Good brush. It is. Good brush.
We're not terrible.
Looks real hot.
Quite heavy.
Curl.
Yeah, we're heavy.
Curl.
We're heavy. Hard, buddy. Really
Curl.
good walking in there. Hard.
Curl.
Pull away, bud. Come on.
Curl.
Yeah, good one. Come on.
Keep
come
going.
on, come on, come on,
Keep going.
Come on.
Keep going, Con, all the way to
Hard,
it.
hard,
all the way
hard,
to
hard,
it.
hard, hard,
all the way
hard.
to it.
Good sweep. Good job, Beach.
Get that thing curling.
Great effort on the curve. He was basically in a plank. His feet were so far away from him.
Unreal.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of heavies this end, though. Just at 3 feet heavy in both teams.
Well, we saw Gushu pick up that 4 Now it's the last rock belonging to James Gray.
James played the raise on his first stone. It is at the top. It is, in fact, second shot, and so Gushu guarded. That's the yellow stone that you see to the left of the center line on his final. And so for James, I think he's trying to come down to the stone on the left and tap it back, only for one. Unless he can roll and touch the other one, and I don't know that he can.
No, I don't think so.
Again, I would just
Maybe a touch heavy.
Well, curl. Yeah. Keep going, you got it. Go, 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 go. Come on, Joel. Come on, Joel. Go like this.
And we'll roll away. And that one at the back center line. That's your point. Steal of one. Gushu in 5 as they go to the break.
I like the angle raise myself.
Could have made the shot. If I just started when I...
Sometimes like wait until that break point.
If he's continuing our sheet, Russ, just a little bit faster and straighter maybe with every rock down this path. I mean, it's a situation as the thrower, you have to be there. Top 8 isn't great. You want to make sure you're to the backing.
Back 4.
But everyone's just been that little extra here.
Yeah, with the brushers just kind of walking beside it. It's,
Whoa, curl.
BJ's trying to get to the inside here and tap.
Hard con.
Negative.
Hard con. Come on, get to nose. Get to nose. Get to nose. Go, 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 go.
A shot.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's moved it far enough. They are the shot rock.
Shot.
And they do have the hammer here in this
It just takes its sweet time there.
5th.
Good sweet.
A shot, so it's good.
Yeah, right in there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so they've tightened up the broom for this shot now. They're trying to get to not even the center line here and looking more like 3.5 feet of curl.
yeah. Are they trying to tap it or just kind of glue to the inside kind of
I
thing?
think just try to get to the inside and be shot.
Straight draw. Oh yeah, there's very little room there.
Yeah.
Give her a good spin after that. John feeling something on that running service.
Everyone in this
Nice
line
angle.
has been a little bit heavy. I think if John's like top house weight out of his hand, he will get the finish.
Perfect on his draw weight.
Well then, curl then. Whoa, whoa,
Curl
whoa.
if you heavy. Weight's close.
Whoa,
T-line.
whoa. Curl.
Coming down.
Easy.
Hey, play away.
Straight.
Coming down. Gotta go.
Straight. Straight, hard.
Oof. Have you got enough there to get there?
Yeah,
Hard, hard, hard,
What a carry.
Go, 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 go.
Oh dear,
No.
just that little bit light.
You can
It's gonna have its
understand
outturn
why
draw.
though, because both teams had watched them glide too far.
Maybe run this.
Why was that one so light?
It's okay. I think you make that.
I don't know if there's anything else to play really.
No. Well, we could go out turn, but
I mean, I think
this is
ideally,
easier.
you just roll into this and
Just
push
move it
this
a couple
to here.
inches. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really want to move that one.
You can.
Because just making the roll is quite good as well. So
yes,
just pick a
yes
weight.
and no, because you go here and then he's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's make it. Just pick whatever weight you want.
Yeah.
Like to throw.
I'm seeing this as like a normal beach.
Normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay.
Now roll
Normal, like a thin half.
in here to this type of area, but they make a great point. If you kind of roll to here,
Like that.
That's good.
John's got that. And it's a bit of a double target that way, albeit a double raise, but it's short.
Yeah, so call is just to play the red double.
Now, would they be 2 or 3? 2, it looks like, eh? They make that double? Oh, and a little lighter weight than I expected with that much broom. High side, so it will spin when it makes contact.
Clean, clean, whoa, curl.
Great Carruthers at his
Curl.
first.
Curl.
Negative. Gonna spin in. He does. Oh, and there they'll kick it back and sit the 2.
A little too far.
Sit the 2.
Cut, Reed.
Tough one, Reed.
Shoot.
See, I don't know what their normal weight would be, Joe, but I don't know, just the overthrow that a bit.
It was a woe out of the hand, but no one was panicked. And then they didn't call the curl till maybe 2/3 of the way down the sheet. So probably a combination, a little too much ice, maybe slightly wide. That weight looked okay.
Looked like a fair chunk of ice, too.
Here we go. Has the combination there this time. Gave up a steal of 1 in the first, remember. Here we go. Horgan, bang, bang, and through they go. And sitting 1 now and under cover.
John's just seeing it, isn't he?
You're pretty much just trying to get it a little bit to this side, right? Just a sliver.
And now those stones in the
Which way you seen it?
control zone maybe is saving.
Yeah.
Pads.
That really scary.
Remember the hard line knife's way better than ours. They're making ours curl. They're making theirs curl.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you're seeing.
I'm seeing control weight at it.
Okay.
Yeah. Control weight and good with the out turn.
It's like 2/3-ish, thick 2/3.
Yeah. I think that's really close. Control.
He's not going to whip this, just control weight. They want to try to stick the rock on the center line.
Like this, you think? Somewhere in there?
Control.
Yep. And somehow avoid jamming.
The only concern, can you imagine if you ever got it across the top?
Yeah.
Your shooter, if you throw it hard enough, goes out that way. It's a steal of 2 or 3, but I understand it's, it's a tough 1 also.
Yeah. You'd have to go way wide on the turn side.
Oh, yeah.
This is so precise.
Oh, yeah.
This is a nice little spot.
Normal.
Whoa.
Heavy.
Whoa. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Oh, they cannot miss this wide as I drew it up.
Schneider, watch out. And they did. Are they going to push it far enough? Oh, and they just did. Wow. For the single in 5. What a first half it's been. 4-3, Northern Ontario. Well, there's some 120 kilometers of shoreline. Kelowna sitting on the Okanagan. There are 30 waterfront parks and 17 different boat launches. What an impressive performance by this team from Sudbury, John Epping, as we check the numbers after 5.
And Team Epping has the edge here. They've had to flirt with some danger, though, in the 4th end. It could have taken 1, ended up playing a really tough chase for 2, made it look easy. And Reed also flirting with some danger last end, playing a run back that could have resulted in a big steal, but managed to just carve it enough to get their 1. That draw weight for Reed just a little bit lower than we're used to seeing. It'll be key moving forward into the last half.
Numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. The coach of this Manitoba team is Rob Meekin, 95 Canadian and world men's champion, Kerry Burton.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Home Hardware, here's how. By Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Right now, sitting 2. Here we go. Mitchell, steal. Angle it back, touch it, move it, sit down. Count them up. 5, Ontario.
10 hits today. Number 11 on the way. Needs a big one. Little bit of curl. Slash it, get it. Oh, what a shot! Rylan Kleider with the beauty.
And that's a big game for these teams. 2 rookie skips tonight out of Pool B. Again, it's all about your head-to-head record. Should that be the deciding factor of you moving forward? A 2-2 against a 3-1. Saskatchewan and Ontario. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. As we continue on with this Day 5 coverage, the Montana's Brier from Kelowna and Prospero Place. Just underway here in the 6th, 4-3 Northern Ontario leads. And after that single by Manitoba, it is the team from Sudbury, skipped by John Epping, that does have the last rock. They have the hammer, playing the Red Storm.
Curl, curl, curl. Come on, a little more, Cat.
Get to the line, get to the line.
Okay, good.
It looks like it's sliding better post-mop.
Yeah, for sure.
Veteran move there. Reed out at the far end where Team Epping couldn't hear him. Whispered, looks like it's sliding better after the mop. That's historically what happens, but it's nice to remind each other. You can't forget in the heat of the moment.
Gee.
It got Northern Ontario went way deep on their first come around.
Still gotta stop.
It's got to grind.
It's trying.
Never.
No. Okay. Never.
Just look at that hook.
There you go.
Okay, good shot.
That's a beautiful angle.
I like a freeze on there.
Anyone get that?
Appreciate how the line calls have to be so precise when it's coming in sideways.
Yeah, like how much space do you need past the guard? Because if you only have an inch, you come out the other side.
Yeah.
I had heavy too.
Back 8.
Yeah, we're heavy.
Play it
Hold
tight.
in.
You want to curl this?
I'm
Try to move
good.
it?
Curl.
Yeah.
Curl.
Try to hit something. This is.
Okay, we're freezing the back.
Yeah, we're to the back.
Line. Whoa. Line.
Still
whoa.
to it.
Whoa.
Small bump.
Just a rocket.
Yep.
It's 14.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay, bud.
Okay. Like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
The spot's
4
good.
feet fast? Yeah.
Yeah, it is quick there. I had a 14-1 on that, which means it's a 15 to tee line with no sweeping. For these teams, they could throw almost a 16 and still get it there.
Especially if this guy's brushing it.
It's probably the quickest I've seen after the mop. Usually that hog-to-hog time each second is about 6 feet,
Running a bit.
give or take.
Okay.
Over there, top 4.
That's
Top button.
It's running.
Wait.
It's heavy.
Okay, wait.
Weight's good.
Wait's good.
Whoa. Whoa. Always Ian. Always Ian. Whoa.
Always Ian
Whoa.
McMillan.
That's good.
Whoa. Yep.
Curl.
Bang broom.
Okay.
Good judge.
Nice judge.
Oh boy.
Another thing this young team's been able to do for Epping, they seem to be guessing right on the speed more often than not. It won't come up a couple feet light going the other way, but that's only when I remember them missing.
On this side, you're taking like 5 feet off of what you just threw. Okay. Like it. A little light.
Go ahead, Dan.
A little bit
Gotta
for
go
line.
speed. Gotta go speed.
Line.
Has to be a little slower out here,
Hard
doesn't
beat.
it?
Quite light.
Hard beat. Both go
This is
there.
a lighty-tighty
Wait's good.
situation.
Hard. All the way on this line.
It's a really good sweep, PJ.
Good sweep.
Nice shot.
I've never heard that.
It's a technical term, Vic. You've never heard that?
No.
Lighty-tighty?
No, tighty-whities maybe. Lighty-tighty, never. Wow.
Do you want to just rip the top one, or?
Yeah. Probably still the top.
Yeah.
What about freeze the yellow?
I don't hate a draw shot right now. I don't know.
I was thinking around everything, or.
Yep. Just a couple feet less.
Yeah, their rocks are in a good spot. The top 4,
A little less weight, right?
really difficult for Manitoba to access them.
Yeah.
So opening it up would actually help Carruthers in this situation.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. The only shot to get those out with one swing of the bat would be a triple run back.
Little light.
Well, the only thing you can't do here is be heavy and leave something to freeze to get shot.
Okay, weight's close. Yeah, just
hard.
Yep.
Just biting 12.
Hard then. Yep, hard then.
Hard. Gotta go. We can't throw him a guard.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Jacob
Hard.
Corrigan and
Hard.
McMillan.
Hard. Gotta go.
Keep going. Keep going.
Come on. Keep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good. Okay.
Hit the nose, though.
You just hammer it, I think.
Try to kill.
Okay, let's update Manitoba against Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, and it was open, but it turned into an interesting end when Matt hit the open stone and rolled across the house. That's the yellow biter, thinking that Ty might play just to remove it, but he didn't. He drew down. That's the red stone. They took a lot of looks to see could they get rid of the red stone without jamming it and actually leaving it shot. So after that draw, this is now the force. Needs full 12.
Playing his best game of the event. 95% so far. He's come in curling 84% on average.
Well, in the last two games, Vic, 75, 79, I believe. That's not the numbers that he expects to play or that will be good enough if he's going to advance. Nice draw.
Yeah, the back four for a single.
Yeah, good score. Wick off that.
Yeah. I think we're in it now.
That rock's
You
gonna
like
kill
trying
us
to
later.
just play this?
I think so, yeah.
Who cares about where that one goes?
Heavy draw?
Yeah, that red out in the opens
Yeah, what if
could
we
be
peel the top one
potential
now?
problem for
Like, I think
Epping.
you play with weight.
Yeah, it's
No one likes
almost
to
too
peel
late
the
to
top
peel.
one.
You
Well,
peel
yeah.
off the top
Then he
center
plants
line.
Yeah.
And we're into it.
Reed can make a hit and roll under cover.
Yeah, I heard the boys say
Back
we're into it
line?
now.
Buddy, come look.
Don't worry about where the back
You
one
want to
goes.
come look?
Not really.
You can see.
You seen anything else?
No.
Kill.
Kind of wait.
We just got to make sure we get this back here.
Yeah, like good back line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Back line.
Yeah, don't worry about where that one.
Yeah.
Like get
make
rid
the
of that
roll,
one
right?
and make the
Yeah.
roll.
A little heavy.
Jacob
no, weight's
Horgan.
good. Weight's good.
Through.
Little heavy.
Huge
Girl,
shot
just
here,
through.
so you don't roll.
Sold
There's
through.
a simple double.
Soul through.
Whoa. Straight. Straight.
Yep.
Straight.
Tanner.
Yep.
Straight.
Yep. No roll.
And we'll roll it and underneath.
Love the weight choice there.
It's a nice conversation in the hack, too. I don't know who said it, but they said don't worry too much about tapping, just focus on that roll.
Mm.
For sure.
It's like a deuce or steal. Like.
Betcha, yeah.
Kathy, bring us up to date, please.
Well, New Brunswick forced in the last end. He hit and stuck for one. That's that 5-point difference. We showed you the Newfoundland, Labrador, and Dunstone shot, and Nunavut stealing one. Too many rocks in play for BC, not able to move. A good draw by Shane Latimer, and so he draws within 4.
Clean.
Wait's there.
Yeah, line.
I think we have to. Line only.
Line's good.
Line only. It's maximum speed.
Whoa, curl.
Curl, Connor,
Whoa.
curl. Nice shot, BJ.
Oh, boy. That's as good as it gets.
That's exactly on the X.
Isn't it?
Right where they wanted it.
You're always
Yeah, I
afraid of
think
that
so, yeah.
ticking the top and spinning off.
Yeah, either or is pretty good.
So we want like top 8 weight?
Top 8. Yep.
It's pretty good here. Speed's good.
Yeah.
Sweeping for top.
Yeah, look where the broom is inside the 8-foot now.
Mm-hmm.
So we were middle of 12 earlier, even in the game.
Yes.
Quick
They've
stuff.
tightened up the broom so they don't have to wait for it the whole way to curl.
It's a hair light.
Mine's a hair tight.
Okay.
Mine's a
Hard
hair
line.
tight.
Okay. Needs to go just a bit.
Hard line.
Okay, needs to go.
Talk
Once
to me.
again. And
Okay.
Line's good.
In here,
Top 8.
Tanner Horgan.
It's a little heavy.
Okay, whoa.
Full 8.
Whoa.
Full 8.
Heavy. Yep. Whoa.
Top 4.
We just need a little whisker.
Bounce, spin a bit.
A little whisker. How's that?
Very good, because it lines up the two. They're cued onto that yellow.
Yeah.
Nice curling here.
Enough of this.
I mean, even if you bump this, it's still
not good.
going on to it.
Yeah. Can I touch the? Can I make the 8? Probably not.
Pretty hard.
Yeah. I think we got to guard this.
Okay.
Halfway.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing really to rearrange here that won't leave Northern Ontario an angle to sit a pile. So knowing that whatever they throw to guard is probably getting run into the rings, they're going to look for about a halfway depth.
15.5 on his.
Right up to speed.
Reed Carruthers first skip stone here in this sixth
3, 4.
with Northern Ontario
Hey, you got room. Line's good.
having the last
a little
rock.
heavy though. Well, you can wait. Line's good. Always Connor's
Weight's
rock.
good. Weight's good. We're 3. We're 3.
It's gonna have to curl. Has to curl a little bit.
Weight's good.
Yep.
3.
Tell me when. Whoa. Yep. Curl. Yep. Whoa.
Good shot. Shot, Reed. Shot, Reed.
Can you take it away, Russ?
Yes, the straight red, but I wonder if John still runs back that yellow. Or is it worth it? Are you happy with the one? You're 2 up.
Like a control?
Like a firm normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's never afraid,
Yeah,
John.
like even hair low, you're going to have it again, aren't you?
Yeah, good point.
So,
Good point. Yeah.
Normal? Nose?
Yeah, normal. Right on the nose.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Do you like here?
Yep. Hairless.
Yeah, this spot should run. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's not afraid, does he?
If you ever get it perfect, though, you're too buried.
Whoa. Not a lot of risk either here.
As long as he can't get that buried 8-foot yellow.
No, I think it would run into the tight yellow, the guard.
Good normal.
John Epping is first.
Curl.
Trying to get it to move. McMillan, Jacob Horgan on the line call. What do you got? Oh, and he just drove it by.
It's heavy. Oh, so close. Yeah, took our draw away.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's the worst thing that could have happened.
Guess we got to
Just grazed. Just glanced by that top red.
Yeah, probably.
Now you've got the intern tap, the yellow roll away.
And this shooter stayed blocking the draw on the other side.
Right.
Another delicate shot, though. Reed only has about a third or a thin half.
Normal.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Final stone for Reed Carruthers.
Hard.
Schneider. Big brush. Schneider, big brush. Oh, dear.
Oh, boy. That couldn't have ended up any worse and so close to perfection.
Yeah, just got a little more curl than they were expecting.
Yep.
Still is just sitting 1 here. Northern Ontario. Schneider couldn't save it for him.
How do you get that, though?
If I don't spin it. What's that? I'd have to throw a spinner tap. You don't think the spinner tap's there?
Just through and wick it. I don't know if you can.
Is
You know
it-
what I mean?
Yeah, there you
Like
go.
just-
Can I
just
just?
tether it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You ever just take one and go 2 up?
Well, this can. I'll never throw a shot that I'll give them one.
Yeah. It just looks like a. It looks like a through wick.
Oh, man.
Like,
It's not worth
Can
it.
I just play?
I'm wondering if
Just
like
throw a
back
spinner?
4 if we
I can't,
shave
I can't.
that.
It will never.
Okay.
I have to play something where you're going to just tick it sideways.
Whatever you're seeing.
So I think it's like just a back line.
Okay, backline spinner.
A backline spinner.
Well, little
Yeah,
less.
try to glance it over, and if he curls too much and hits it harder, the red one will outcount the side yellow.
Yeah, for one, yeah.
So he's, as John says, he's never going to play a shot where you risk giving up that steal.
Back side of the yellow.
Try
What kind
to
of-
hit the back side.
Yeah. What kind of
I'm
weight?
seeing like a back 8.
Back 8? Okay.
Yeah. Let's go back 8, back 12. So I can't take out.
Yeah. Okay.
That throw was probably flashing.
Best way to make this is slide noticeably tight, back it up a little bit with some rotation, and that'll keep it straighter through the port.
For hack. Just through.
So here we go.
Light hack. Sold
Can
through.
he find his way through? Can he just touch that red rock up?
Curl. Curl.
McMillan.
Okay, whoa.
And he won't find his way. And it'll be just one red. Northern Ontario with a single. And Alberta are your Canadian men's curling champions. 4 championships. Kevin Kelly. They need the button to be the Brier champions. Finally, 4 is the charm for Brendan Butcher. The Canadian curling champions. And a 6th Canadian championship for Brad Guzzo. Yeah, tremendous domination when you think about it. Alberta, Newfoundland, and Labrador teams. You have to go back to Brad Jacobs, Northern Ontario, 13, the last province to win other than Newfoundland, Labrador, or Alberta. It's been a long time. And for Northern Ontario, they would be trying to win that first tankard since Jacobs. For Manitoba, of course, you have to go back to Jeff Stoughton in 2011. And you've seen it all here on TSA on our Season of Champions. As we welcome you back to Kelowna on this Tuesday afternoon, Montana's Brier. 5-3, Northern Ontario leads it. And it is Carruthers now out of the granite in Winnipeg with Last Rock has the hammer, playing the Yellow Stars.
Sit down. Okay.
Roll that one. Okay.
Are we leaving it back there or no?
Yeah, I'm thinking like a back, just
Back
through
8?
kind of back line way.
Okay.
It's got to be getting a little quicker. This, like we talked about going this way 2 ends ago. Everybody was deep, maybe 5 in a row.
Back line.
There's at least 2, maybe
Back
arguably all
line.
3 of those Northern Ontario rocks deeper than they wanted.
Yeah, it was
Clean.
noticeably quicker in the 6th end after the mop, too. Kind of 15 seconds to T-line with just a dusting of a brush.
It's almost the half.
Usually expect to see the speed, if anything, get a bit slower as the game progresses, but it's held up really nicely. What a good roll.
Good shot.
And for someone like Reed Carruthers, when you look at his most recent results, great start, then a disappointing finish. So here he is battling Northern Ontario, comes in at 4-1. You go to 5-1, that's great. 4-2, still have 2 games remaining.
Whoa! Oh no.
And we saw, of course, at the Scotties, 5-3 got you nothing.
Oh.
That's tough to do, to run that back, hit it with that speed and not move it.
Well, to have everything kind of roll together, too.
Yeah.
Never seen that.
Yeah, it's still hitting a bit.
14-6.
Yep. Love that. I think I was going to say 14-5.
Nice little chance for Reed now.
I haven't seen a lot of play to the wings this
Line's
game.
good.
Everything's been to the middle.
T-line. Line's good.
Worried this is too much weight.
Room. Room, Connor.
Line's good.
A lot of weight.
Room.
Still just above the tee.
Cons rock.
There you go.
Max line. Beach of anything. Knife.
Curl.
Just above the tee.
Curl. Oh.
Very nice.
Shot cat.
Good.
Nice pair.
Would have been a guess on line and speed, and really well anticipated by Team Manitoba.
Freeze looks a little more makeable to that one.
I think you're not just gonna.
Yeah, we're probably second.
I think you can nose that.
Second with the freeze over.
We don't stick. They're going 2 around. Right?
I like either freeze, I think.
He likes either freeze. I think the intern's a little nicer on ours.
You like that?
either freeze.
He likes either freeze.
Come on down.
The same weight I gave you last time?
Yep.
Speed's good. Speed's good here.
Dangerous play when you don't have a hammer here.
Yeah,
You
same
could
I gave
even
you
run
last
the long yellow guard to the left yellow. Try to get lucky that way. Open the back one up. The left yellow, if you miss it, is open enough. But well-placed freeze here. It's going to be tough for Reed to chase out both reds.
Definitely an aggressive call, though. You're right
Oh,
up
yeah.
to. You'd expect to see some yellows fly.
It's one of those ones, if the other skip's happy with your call, is it the right call?
Weight's close.
Yep.
Line only.
Whoa.
Line's
Little heavy.
close.
Just needs to make sure he's second shot here. Doesn't have to be totally frozen.
Weight's good. Line's good.
Whoa.
No bounce.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Straight. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Small bounce. Small bounce.
Whoa.
Just trying to get it by the guard.
Man, it's a tiny bounce.
Yeah. John screaming whoa because it was going to bounce, but the boys had to get it by first. Really good shot.
Gotta try to move it, right?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
I think you might have to, Beach.
What?
Think so.
Make the run and roll.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Only other shot
We're
would
never just
be,
playing back 8 on the nose?
but I think you're playing this.
What do you like?
Can I ever chase it with the out? Like back line? You guys like that at all?
If you like it, that looks hard
Can
to me, but
probably
if you like
push it to here,
All or
but
nothing shot.
It's not terrible if you like.
What do you see? Yeah, take your
Yeah, that
Yeah,
rock looks
I don't
pretty
mind
buried.
that.
I don't think you can chase it on the outside.
Not to get it out. No.
might not.
That's probably the shot.
That's the shot, I think, is tap that over
try
and
and
try to
roll this
roll,
to the 8
roll
foot.
into the rings.
Like a hack.
Is it like a hack weight?
Yep.
And if
hack
you're
it. This is
successful
Nice here.
rolling
It's a good spot. Like something like this.
this into the rings,
Yeah,
it could
this
be
will
buried.
Gradual, I think.
Well, there's a bit.
Hack weight.
Okay. Love it.
Try and hit basically anywhere from an 1/8 to a quarter. I think.
Ice is so good. You,
Looks like a lot of
you
ice
start
to
to
me.
think about these
I
shots
like
more
it.
often
Yeah.
strategically.
Yeah. Hack weight.
Well, it's becoming very predictable, so you can anticipate and make really strong guesses. So the degree of difficulty is high, but they're confident with where they need to put the broom.
A little heavy.
Hack!
Yep.
Hack!
BJ Neufeld,
Hard. Yep. Hard.
Schneider on the brush.
Hard. 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 Hard.
Can you spill this in
Hard,
now
hard,
and
go
be
hard.
undercover?
Really gotta
Got to
go.
catch
Keep
the
going,
corner.
Keep going. Keep going. The whole way. The whole way. Go,
And
go, go.
they
Hey, Beach,
will.
nice shot.
Good shot.
Okay, nice shot.
I don't know if that hit or not.
Any more roll, that would have been golden. Can they make the double now?
Hey, BJ.
Yeah, I'm sure they can get the.
Let's get the weight right.
Oh, they're going to the top one.
This is
Mend
nice here.
anybody, or do you think there's like a shelf out here?
You can trust it out here.
I like that broom actually.
Yeah,
It's
I like
pretty,
that broom.
Pretty gradual.
I heard the word shelf. We've heard that before this week. You get out past maybe middle 12 on most of the sheets. Some of them have been running extremely straight.
Jacob Horgan.
Easy.
Heavy John.
Hack weight!
Curl.
Curl. Curl.
Gotta go. Gotta
Curl.
go. Really gotta go.
Brother Tanner.
Lean on it.
You gotta really go here. You
Lean
gotta
on it.
Go. You gotta
Lean
go.
on it.
Good.
It's pretty
Shot,
good.
Jake. That works.
Didn't do too much
That was a
better.
dead
That
there.
just
It's
was
a-
stubborn spot, eh? It wasn't going to go.
You're just nosing. There's a couple jams for him.
We're in the beak, maybe pinch high.
Okay.
The other shot is probably this with Peel.
That's a good shot.
Make that.
Yep.
I love that call because
That's good too.
you might be able to work that
Turn hair high.
top 12 yellow into the scoreboard this way.
And if anyone can make it with upweight, it would be B.J. Neufeld.
Gotta go.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Yep. Whoa, whoa,
Schneider.
whoa.
And watch where it rolls. Look at it go. Look at it go. And it'll hang on the edge of the 8.
I don't know if that's great. Okay. You need to play on that red.
Well, yeah, I know.
Play with the weight. You can't go over the top.
That's fair.
Hit
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I don't think he's hitting that. He's probably trying to use this. Right? And then we can.
He's going to play off that, which is fine. So I think you want to hit roll there.
Okay.
I think that's the call. Like that?
Saw this.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we get second? Probably, right?
Well,
Can't do anything
I don't think
with
it's going to matter.
Okay.
I think you might
He's
take
trying to
a
roll in.
crack at the off their own shot rock and make the double.
Yeah, I guess there's just concern if you ever.
Why don't you throw it light enough? I just sorry to interrupt to not go over the top. He could, end up in that type of area.
I thought they might too, but they just saw this line, and I mean, they're sitting shot over there. Manitoba has to do something with it, and then
Well, that's just
Manitoba's
it.
rocks will be grouped.
Skip Stone's in 7. John Epping.
Curl. Gotta go.
Yeah, gotta go.
Curl.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Really gotta go. Really gotta go.
Oh, and they did sneak it. You didn't think it had a chance.
No. Again, the beauty of the brushing. It's just amazing how they can save some of these.
That's really straight out there. They only took about an inch of ice.
Yeah, it wasn't a bullet either.
Hack board weight.
Yeah.
No, no.
No.
No, it was pretty much hack by the time, yeah.
Want to be just
So be a little
higher than the red
patient here, I
kind of
think.
thing,
Yeah.
Good for John to ask because it ran like he'd overthrown it.
Once it
Yeah.
gets to the line,
He just needs that confirmation.
Try to get one buried here.
Okay, speed's nice here.
Yeah, 14-7.
Yeah.
Yeah, they saw this earlier in the end. Just it's that finish. I don't think he can get fully buried around a rock that's top 12. So try to stay a little higher in the house, so it will be jammable on the rocks that are in the back edge of the 12.
Close. T-line.
Line's good.
Close. We're good.
Hard line.
Line's
We
good.
can go. We can go.
Hard
We gotta
line.
go.
Line's
Top
good.
four. Weight's good.
Hard line.
We can go. Weight's
Line.
good.
Hard
Hard,
line.
Connor. Hard. You got a good one.
Negative.
Come on. Weight's good. Top 4.
Yep.
Ready, cat? Cat.
Half a 4.
Now Schneider help it over.
Easy.
We are. Good shot.
And in behind and on the edge of the 4, they're the shot rock.
Nice shot, Rama.
Boy, we've been treated to some good ones. That's just perfect.
Probably. Eh? Can we roll them both in? I think that's the shot. Let's try and roll them both in.
Okay.
Try and get it over to here. You get it over to there. That comes into here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Try
I
and
like
just,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Control.
Control. I think like a half's close. Thick
Thick
half.
half.
No, you can't throw it hard enough to make the yellow that was just put there by Reed, but the theory is roll there. The one he hits that's there now rolls maybe like that.
Yeah.
There's a small chance Reed doesn't get a double. Quite the call.
Just a stone late, I guess. He thought about playing something like that earlier, right with his first.
Yes.
Final stone for John Epping.
Easy. Weight's good.
Close. Close. Whoa. Close. Straight. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Straight.
A little light.
McMillan.
A little light.
Whoa.
And roll it over. And will it sit down for him? Did it come back? Oh, it just it looks like it spun that little bit too far. And they sit just one.
Brilliant
But
try.
it's close. Yeah, I think it's yellow, don't you, Joe?
Yep, I do.
Us by a little. Yeah.
Hit for 2 for
Upturn bum.
Reed Carruthers.
Upturn bum.
How close was that, though?
I mean, if that stops an inch earlier, there's
No double.
No double. It's a force.
From the out or the in? Out. Okay.
Final stone. Reed Carruthers has a chance for a couple to tie it.
Hair heavy.
Clean. Whoa.
Clean.
Curl. Curl.
Gotta curl this a mile.
Curl.
Dig, Catlin.
Clean. Curl. Whoa. Curl. Curl. Clean. Curl.
Nice shot, Reed.
And that's good. So that's one for sure. As they take a look around the edge. And acknowledged by Jacob Horgan, it's 2. Here we are after 7. We're all tied. It's been a Tuesday afternoon delight. This game featuring Northern Ontario, Manitoba's Carruthers. As we welcome you back, our continuing coverage, Day 5, Montana's Brier. And here in the 8th, Northern Ontario, John Epping from Sudbury will have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Red Stones.
Right to his broom. Okay. Whoa. Full foot. Over there.
Almost a perfect game from Connor Negevin until he slipped that tight guard into the rings here. Epping hit it, rolled to the right. Reed countered with a center guard on the line, which can't be ticked, and Northern Ontario went right around it to sit the 2 early.
I like that. Go ahead.
Easy.
Line's good. Wait
Top
if you
4.
can.
Manitoba's Dunstone runner-up a couple of years ago, up by 2 on Newfoundland and Labrador.
And Matt has been set up lying 2 most of the end. Ty rolling out on his final. So Matt went around, but he let Ty off the hook a little bit by sliding deep. That's the last stone that he threw in the back of the 4. And Ty was going to play the other way, which was the way that Matt went, but deciding to come out and play the out turn. Down to the shot stone for the single.
Hard line a bit. Line a bit. Hold it. Line.
DeLello
Hard line. Line. Hard
from Manitoba.
Hard. Hard. Hold it. Hard. Where? Whoa. Where?
Back 4, back 8.
Daniel, go. Daniel, go.
Back 4.
And that'll do for a single.
Hey, press, guys.
Good.
Former teammate of Ryan Weeb, who is here as well. That team
Intern freeze or off the top one?
blowing up, and so Weeb is here throwing the 3rd stones for Moybrook out of Ontario.
I like that. I think you can be patient on that still. Okay. You ripped the last one, guys.
Top
Easy.
8. Line if you can, but looks hot.
Line's good.
Top 8.
Clean, yep. Whoa.
Line.
We can go for line.
Line.
Whoa.
Line.
Small bump.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Curl.
It's bouncing, guys.
Curl. Oh, man.
Jeez.
Everybody's got that extra couple feet, whether it's this ice or the self-inflicted.
Okay. I got like about 1.5 inches of air.
Well, we have a final, and Team Canada curls 91% for the win, Canada.
And just dominating. And the relationship between Brendan and Brad is really starting to gel in the house. That move coming just before this event.
Gushu goes to 5-0. Grattan and New Brunswick 2-3.
Control.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it.
Be nice and straight here for you.
Yep.
Curl.
Tanner Horgan.
Gotta go. Hardy in. Hard!
Whoa. Straight.
Whoa.
Straight.
Jacob Horgan. Got them both. And we'll roll that shooter underneath. Then it just peaks a little bit.
Love the weight choice there. They probably couldn't have thrown too much more, in fairness, because it was tight to the guard, but it was all about controlling the thrown rock.
Another final, Kathy, and a first win for BC.
And for BC, it was the first game that I've watched that as a team, as a unit, they played well from beginning to end, putting a lot of pressure on their opposition.
Yeah, there you go. Alex Horvath, hey, bud, you just got your first Brier win. So they're
great.
1-4, and Nunavut still winless in 5.
Yep. Solid.
Yep.
This is heavy.
Yep. Whoa, clean.
This is heavy.
Whoa. Clean. Curl. Clean. Curl. Clean. Curl.
Watch that one.
Really nice, Beach.
Nice
Really
shot.
nice.
Boy, timely
Great shot.
there.
Really
They were
nice.
in big trouble. That's a good shot.
Great shot.
Yeah, shooter stayed in a
Good
nice
shooting, guys.
spot.
That's a
You
great
can
shot.
promote that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have liked to have
do you want,
removed
Glenn?
I don't
more,
like that
Joe.
top 8 rock.
Gotten rid of more to the Northern Ontario
Rip
Stone.
the center into the side one.
If they were requesting
Rip the
things, of
guard.
course,
We hit
but they
that, he
wanted to make
taps
sure
into
that their
the
shooter
pocket.
stayed that right there. Throw it a little harder, roll off.
Okay.
He's got a nose triple right now.
Then we still have to deal with 2 rocks right on the center.
So then we'll
line.
have some work to do to get it blank.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
the
well, and if
center
we don't
guard
make
that's right.
contact, then
Yeah.
which is fine.
Looks like a half, like pretty natural half
We got to
rock.
score an 8, right? Yeah. You go take
Do you like that?
Yeah, the peeling the guards
I guess
coming
it's
from the far
Probably
end.
wanna call a timeout
It's
then.
never wrong. You know,
We're a little,
8th
yeah,
end.
we're a little tight for time. But
Call a timeout.
yeah.
Timeout.
It's up to you. Yeah.
With only one timeout, I always feel like that's
We
bold.
hit, and they
Won't
make
have any
this feel
timeout
nice.
left now. Already
Yeah.
tight on time.
True.
Freeze, aren't they?
You could come off your own, the top red, onto the yellow and sit 3, 2 of them underneath.
Isn't
What was your first call?
yeah? You want to hit and roll away,
Yeah.
and then
or nose.
and then he freezes.
Nose isn't
Nose
bad.
isn't bad.
Nose isn't bad.
Yeah. Then he goes here. Then what?
And then you play the double, or you play everything across the top.
Yeah.
Like if he gets to there, you just blast this, everything goes, and we'll have 2, 3 here.
How much do you have of
If he
that?
misses that tap at all, he's a little bit off. He's in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you thinking?
We're either thinking
You
the
just
head
nose that?
or rip the guard into it.
Yeah, rip the guard. I mean, we have to score, right? That's
Okay.
number one priority. So, I mean, my first thought was to kind of run yellow,
Okay.
yellow.
Take the okay.
And then he might have a triple, kind of get
He
out
will.
of
Oh, he
trouble.
will for sure.
Which is fine, but blank's okay with us, right?
Yeah.
Stay in
Okay.
control.
Okay.
By that, like anything you play on this yellow is not.
No, I was
not
going to play
great.
this.
Well, he's still then he's got
then
the
he
tap
freezes
freeze,
and
he's
we're
got
in
the
big
out turn
trouble.
Okay.
freeze, and-
Think a half's close.
I like ripping it on here.
Okay.
3 rocks on top of it.
Yeah.
Mike's right.
Make sure we
Okay.
Again,
good
think like the
shots.
other skip.
Yeah.
Reed wants
This
that
guard is
guard
good.
out there badly if he's going to try to force or steal.
Yep.
Yeah, and John's
Stick
defense,
up.
though, like they're sitting 2 right now.
Yeah.
A lot of precision will be needed from Manitoba. He's trying to get his 2 here and really take control of the game. But this is a smart call.
He still might get his 2 this way, too. And,
No.
whoop, changing the mind again.
Okay.
Obviously, getting this yellow to the right of John Epping's a bonus, but this team's got the talent to do it.
Half rock.
Throw it hard. It's almost like a normal blank. Just hit and roll out, and you're going to be close.
Jacob Horgan
Curl.
as they go after the guard.
Curl.
Okay. Fine.
That's what it would be.
Looks like nose.
Okay, you call it.
To touch them all.
Yep. Yeah. It's got to be perfect to get all 3 out of the rings.
Yep. Yep.
Schneider.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Nose.
Yes. Yes.
Bang, bang. Touched them on the way they go. Goodness.
Really seen some highlight shots this game, eh?
Have we ever? That was a must make. Don't connect there. It's looking scary to give up that multiple.
Yep. No panic for Epping to score because they peeled the center. The only downside at this point in time is it might not be a blank, which would be better than a single.
Weight's good. Whoa.
You said earlier the addition of BJ Neufeld just makes this Carruthers team that much better. In that ability, the reading of the game, and handling a house ability. And will that settle down? It does, but it appears just to spin away. So sitting the 1 is Carruthers without last round.
Good throw, weight control.
Probably got to be above tee, right?
Yeah, I mean,
full 4.
Yeah, you bet, round.
Right here is perfect.
Okay.
Kind of
above the tee.
Yeah. Even them up, kind of thing.
Don't really want to be behind the tee line.
Yeah.
Nice speed in here, round.
All right. I was getting 52 on cats.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah. Similar speed.
I'm assuming he's talking 4:52 split time. That's extremely fast.
Closer hard.
Tee line.
Line's close.
Line's a hair tight, if anything.
Line's a little tight. No, line's good.
Line's here tight.
Line's good.
4, weight's
Negavan's
good.
got him.
room.
Like to go ahead.
Line's
No,
good.
weight's good. We don't have to. Weight's good.
You have
Where?
room.
We're top 4.
Tee line, right on the tee.
Curl distance, if anything.
Catlin's rock. You can carve it a bit.
Come on, you gotta go wait.
Yep.
Go, 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 go.
Yep. Distance.
Go, 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 go. Gotta go, guys. Gotta go. Gotta
And
go.
even them up.
Go.
Yeah, good shot.
Nice shot.
Nice shot. 14.75.
Good judge, pal.
Something there?
Not quite. I don't think you could see if you see about 2 inches more of the one Reed just threw. You could jump it across and get that, which would set up an easy double anyways. This is the right call for Northern Ontario. Nose hit, make the double. Reed's got to make a decent draw.
Yeah, I think so.
Straight back.
John Epping first.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Curl. Curl. Whoa. Whoa.
Morgan. Bang, bang, and away they go.
Same throw, bud. Same throw. Yep.
Really well played game by both. A real strength, though, Epping on his draw weight. But we sit here tied at 5.
Yeah.
Player numbers are brought to you by
What
New
about the
Holland,
tee?
proud
Yeah,
sponsor of Curling Canada.
Yeah, those numbers aren't as high as you normally see, but the degree of difficulty has been off the charts for just about every player in the sheet.
Reed's just looking to even him up again. Similar spot to his last, maybe a rock deeper. He could try to get half buried behind the red at the top of the 12.
I got a sliver last.
Line's good. I had to hear more.
Just don't want to leave an angle for a double
Weight's
attempt.
Good. Yeah, a little bit.
Bit of
Little
room.
bit.
Can go.
Hard.
Bit of room.
Weight's good. Top 4.
Okay, you got room. More room than
We're
the
hair
last
heavier.
one. More
Hair
room than
heavier.
the last one.
It's got to slow down.
Gotta stop big time.
Stay with it.
Where do you want it, Beats? Just tell me.
Even-
I got it.
In
I got
between
it.
the red and the yellow.
No. Never ever look at it. Don't even look.
Nice shot.
Okay.
Good judge, boys. Good job.
It's perfect.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, about 18 inches farther, John's taking on the double.
It's also got a decent chunk of the 4-foot, so John has to be precise here with this draw.
A lot of heavy draws the last 3 ends for both teams.
Final stone here in 8. And is a draw against a couple. Needs full 4.
Now wait only.
John Epping. Tanner Horgan, right. Ian McMillan left.
Easy.
Jacob Horgan calling
Always
line.
Tanner.
Full 4.
Still skating pretty good.
Nice.
To the lid for a single.
What happened? Is that?
Northern Ontario retakes the lead. At this time of the week, when you start to look at the standings, and you see that these two teams are 4-1. Northern Ontario and Manitoba. That's a very important game. Should you be able to win this one, welcome back. Day 5, Montana's Brier from Kelowna. Northern Ontario with the single means that Manitoba and Reed Carruthers will have the last draw. As the Hammer here in 9, playing the Yellowstone.
Gotta go everything. Hard beach.
Yeah, in this pool, you have to,
Really gotta go, BJ.
at this point, probably forget about Brad Gushue. You never know, but he's 5-0, so that you're down to these two teams and Dunstone. One of them's not going on.
Walk it again with the in.
Yeah.
Yep. This is that good speed here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little light, guys. Yeah. Little tight.
Actually, that
Little tight.
Line's fine.
Top 4, top 8.
Hold it. Okay.
Whoa, whoa. Close.
Top 4.
Okay.
Interesting
Wanna go
here,
around?
Joanne, isn't it,
No.
with the
Okay.
staggered guards?
Oh, really?
Curl if you can.
Might need to go a bit.
Curl.
Curl, this
Curl.
is...
Whoa, don't bounce though. Don't bounce if you can. Okay.
Oh, sorry, guys.
So let's think this out a little bit as we play here, Group and Pool A. And so you've got him right now, Epping, Northern Ontario 4-1. You win it, you're 5-1. Now you handicap the field. Can you get by Newfoundland, Labrador? Nunavut maybe could be 7-1.
No question.
On the other hand, let's go and look at what's the faces Reed Carruthers. He's now playing Epping, goes to 5-1. Latimer, okay. Could it be, when it's all said and done, that final game tomorrow night, considering the history between those two teams, can you imagine that one to advance out of the pool? Possibility.
It's such a short pool.
Both of them is what he called. Okay, for line anyway.
Yeah, just wild with the format.
No,
you lose one
2.
game and all of a sudden you're in a
Yeah.
must-win situation and it's only Monday.
That's right.
Line only.
Yeah, tight.
Well,
Dunstone
Line
is
only.
currently on the ice playing Newfoundland and Labrador, and
How's
Kathy's
line?
watching that for
We're
us.
good. We're gonna over curl if anything.
okay.
3, 2, 3.
No, it's actually hold.
Hold. Running straight.
Curl a little.
Curl, curl, curl.
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 Yep.
Curl.
Yep.
Curl.
Yep.
Curl. Yeah, really good.
Good.
Speaking of which, Kathy,
And an interesting game, much closer, I think, than a lot of people thought. Matt Dunstone was set up for 2 last stand, but in trying to double out Ty DeLello Stones, he also picked out one of his own, and that led to a blank.
You got it, Callan.
so 4-3, Dunstone leads and has last rock coming home. Trying to go to 4-1.
Come on, Beach.
Hard. Hard.
Come on, Beach.
Hard.
Bufeld on the brush.
Great shot.
Oh, wonderful to run it back. And look at them scatter. Maybe it just came back.
That last twist.
Good shot. Good shot.
Really good shot. Watch this red on the left. Goes for quite a
Nice shot, Catlin.
quite a tour, and
Great shot, Cat.
I think spun back in.
It was out for a millisecond.
I absolutely think it's in.
Yeah.
Still a fantastic shot.
Yep. Now Epping's trying to force, but going around a corner without hammer, which is not a lot of fun. They're both raisable too, and they're tight to the rings.
Yeah, do you try to keep the blank alive here if you're Carruthers, or do you try to get your 2?
I would lean towards the 2 because you've got such a short raise here. Depending where this pops, it's got to go a long way.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, it's debatable, isn't it?
Chop this if you can. Stay on it. Chop it if you can.
Can
Chop
you?
it if you can.
Get it by. No chop off and sit there, so an overlap.
It was important, though, to not stagger them. You can use that rock and raise it.
It's in for sure.
Just he's throwing the runner in there.
Yeah.
Well, you just want to roll behind ours.
You get this in between the red and the yellow.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm into this. Up to you.
Curl, like over curl it kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
top 4 weights.
That's the first rock in probably 45 minutes has come up light.
Heavy.
Easy early.
I didn't think so.
Okay, we can wait.
Looks hot.
It is. We're a little heavy at the moment. Back. Okay.
Just get this walking, bud.
Here's a good example of that little extra weight. Look how
back 8
far
round.
away it is from that red guard that they're trying to get behind.
Pretty close to through.
Just a hair, you know,
It's like
5 feet more than he wanted, and it gets by the guard by 24 inches.
And will it hang on at the back? And does. Maybe the shot stone.
Sneaky.
Might have been a little fooled by Jacob's rock coming up light there, crossing center.
Just through.
Me too, yeah. It's okay though.
A pretty tough shot because you've got nowhere to roll.
Did you get a hog to hog?
14-1.
Jacob Horgan.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Yep. Really hard. Yep.
Hard.
Gotta go.
All over it.
Come on, Dick.
Trying to save it
Yep.
now.
Gotta go.
McMillan.
Come on. About hack weight now. Hack weight.
Clean.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Straight. Straight if you can. Straight if you can. Good.
Great. Really good, McMillan. Early panic.
Yeah, that tells you how effective these guys are with the brushes. So like that was gone. You could tell the inflection in John's voice, and next thing you know, it's clean.
And also added weight to it. The call was for back line, and you're saying, oh, it's hack now because the end-to-end sweep gave it a little bit of extra legs.
Weight's good. Half
Line's
4.
good. You got room.
Half of the 4.
Clean.
Here light.
Gotta go a bit.
Go then.
Gotta go
Line's
for
good.
speed.
Line's good.
Gotta go for weight.
Go ahead. Both go. Keep going, guys.
Okay, go
Keep
ahead.
going. Curl distance.
Hard, buddy.
Hard
You gotta get
corner.
one. Curl all day.
Hard
Always
corner.
curling.
Go. Keep
Good job,
going.
Paige. Nice.
Very nice to wrap it around, but the
Light line.
Northern Ontario does have their own to work with.
Just inside middle.
And then that,
Right here?
as you pointed out, the importance of not staggering it so they get to use it, right?
The other option here would be weld one on.
Yeah, you could narrow the scoring area.
Yeah.
Why do you think he's doing this, Russ?
Well, he's made a few in the last couple of days, so I think he's because this is a confident throw because if you miss it, he's in trouble. But if he nails it properly, he sits a couple, and there's a great chance to force. But it's a hard shot.
John Epping first.
Whoa. Curl.
McMillan getting there. Is it a call right? You bet it is. And it's going to hang around. Yes, it does. And so it appears at the moment Northern Ontario is sitting the 3.
Yeah, kind of weird, yeah.
It's not good, I guess.
Yeah, he's we're saying he's playing maybe the best ever, but the confidence is obviously showing.
Yeah, and that's the harder shot compared to the freeze.
Yes.
But it's the best result. Play the freeze. Manitoba's still sitting 1 with full 4, even a piece of the button to use. It just shuts it right down.
He's got to be able to do it again, though.
On the next one?
Yeah. I
Same
think so.
everything?
Do it again. Do it all over again. Yeah. Try it.
Hard. That's hard. Yep. Line's good.
Back 4.
Okay, you got room.
Back 8.
Line's good.
Back 4.
Just gotta let it work a bit.
Yeah, always Connor's rock.
Start curling. Get it walking way over
Go
there.
ahead, Con. Got to curl them out.
Come on. Really work it. Hard.
Hard Connor. Keep going. Hard
Or
Connor.
back button, basically.
Hard Connor. Just keep going. Keep going, Connor.
Hard,
as it
hard,
goes,
hard, hard,
far as it goes, far as it goes. Okay.
Now it's interesting.
Wait.
Be pretty tasty to just throw a freeze in there.
If I freeze, you'll play the end off. We good with that? All right, run it. We just have to make a decision.
I don't mind the freeze. I don't know.
Okay, Les.
Well,
Les.
yeah.
So they're a little bit hurry up
Rather
because of
than
the
just
fact they've
tap it
already
through.
used their timeout.
Yeah, I don't mind the
it's
freeze.
50 long, right?
What are you feeling?
No, I'm good with either. It's if
Okay.
you want to leave in the end off. That's all.
Yeah.
I think the freeze is a good play. You make it. I don't think that in off is
3-7.
automatic by any
Perfect.
means. It's quite flat.
Is it ever? And nobody's been out that far. And if you can get the line right here, you can freeze to the left side of the yellow, and then you know it doesn't work.
And then just the pins available for one.
Right. You just saw it.
Line's good.
I think it's pretty cool.
On the bronze medal back in 18 at the Brier, and
It's running. It's really running.
representing the Lee Side Curling
Really
Club, and
Just get the weight. He's
with
close.
Matt Cam, Pat Jansen, Tim March.
Gotta get the.
Boy, it better get over in a hurry. You know, when you wonder about the hurry up with that, you know, you just don't have the time to do your proper set, proper thought process.
Yeah, that happens all the time, doesn't it?
Kind of fooled everyone too, though. The sweepers weren't out for a walk with that. They were staying really close. 14.8.
Stayed on the good stuff. Didn't get in the middle quite quick enough.
Yeah, and like a 14.8 from hog to hog. That's a very fast speed. They threw that so much this end that it's just really quick there.
The worst part is anything short, like, you know, top 8 even. How do they get to?
So a chance for a couple here.
Line's good. Bitter, but still hot.
For Reed Carruthers.
Okay.
We need a. We need.
Whoa.
We need
It's quite heavy.
back 8.
Curl.
This is an opportunity here.
Close.
Maybe unexpected opportunity to get deuce.
Whoa. Curl.
Curl.
They're going to need something.
Curl. Curl.
You're going to need something here, fellas.
Good
Don't
ball,
rub
Beef.
and roll. And it will sit down.
Hey, good call.
Some nail-biting moments. Manitoba gets there. 2. Wonderful game. And now we go to the 10th, and it's Reed Carruthers, Manitoba. Leading by 1. Northern Ontario's John Epping does have last rock, has the hammer, playing the red stone here in this 10th.
Easy. More. Whoa. Whoa.
Gonna over curl, so just nibble
Yeah, right,
4.
top 4.
Yeah, just nibble 4 on this line. If you
This is it.
That's good. That's good.
Well, we've already talked about this big game tomorrow night between Dunstone and Carruthers. He's got one here against Newfoundland and Labrador.
And Tidalello made a perfect last shot. He buried around the guard that he had tight to the house. It's biting the forefoot. No access to it. He showed him a little bit on his first, and Matt picked it out. But now he is forced to draw, needs forefoot, at least half a stone in it, in order to win this game and not force an extra.
And curling 94%, so having a terrific game. Matt Dunstone, the runner-up to Guju in 23 in London, Ontario. And look at this. The
Harndens are walking the other way.
And they are going to go one more. Wow.
Well, that's the theme of the game, isn't it? Not very few shots missed in our television game, but if they are, would draw weight, it's deep.
Copy. Whoa. Curl.
Head down. Curl.
Curl.
No, it's good.
And it's catching everyone. Like one gets missed
Yeah.
deep, and then the next is still deep. It's must be the fastest they've seen.
Good.
This hog-to-hog timing is a great tool. You know, you hear numbers like 14.8 right now.
Okay.
That means you're not measuring from the second hog line to stop to the button, and that can be as much as 10 seconds. If it gets quicker, your stopwatch not picking that up. So it's just greasy almost, isn't it? It's just it's not biting that last. I'm guessing the rocks.
Yeah, and it's a good tool to use to track trends and to see if it's changing and make good guesses in certain spots, but sometimes it just comes down to feel.
Okay, we're freezing it, Tom.
No question.
Where's the weight, guys?
We're just in.
Just to it. Clean.
We're too much weight. We're
Whoa,
bouncing.
whoa, curl.
Bouncing
curl.
that.
Curl. Curl.
Bouncing. Okay, bud.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay.
Fine.
That? Actually, probably there. That's no. Well, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hack.
There's John Epping's trying to be patient, load up another red one because he needs 2.
And the problem is 3 minutes of thinking time for Northern Ontario. That's enough time to play an end. They just don't have a lot of time to talk about options because they've used that one timeout.
Yes.
Tanner Horgan.
Yeah, solid hack.
Yep.
It's coming down.
Whoa.
It's coming down.
Yep.
Just hack.
Yep.
And flip over.
Good shot.
Like that.
Attaboy.
Rolled an inch too far.
We'll try to curl it right in there for you.
Line up the 2 reds on the yellow. Still there, though.
I think so.
Coming back this way.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Just a few feet.
Yeah, you got.
I think we can get it there for you.
Throwing like a. This is more like a 14-7-5.
Yeah, like that.
It's like maybe throw what I threw on my first one.
Yeah. Like in between the 2 is perfect. Back 8 from that. Okay.
Back 4.
Bit of room.
Line's good.
Bit of room. Hard, so.
Line's good. Room.
Weight's good. Weight's there.
Room.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Third stone's here in this tent.
Keep going,
Go ahead, Connor.
Both go.
Trying to get shot here.
Go. You gotta lose it in there. We're on the T line right now.
Got to curl big.
Schneider.
Keep going. 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 Keep going.
Okay.
Wow, that ran so much different than Cats.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And not even close on line. They did sweep it quite a bit for weight. It might have straightened out the line, but that's significantly wider than they wanted.
Do you want the shooter just to sit there, roll towards the middle if you can, or roll away?
I think you've got to roll under here because if you don't, Reed Carruthers will.
Heavy, John.
Solid.
Jacob Horgan.
Curl.
Whoa. Straight.
Solid.
Whoa.
Straight.
Whoa. Curl. Whoa.
Like that?
Like that.
Oh, goodness. Wow.
Such good weight control.
Can you do that on the intern side?
Yeah, it's close.
Like that side?
That's too. We'll take a peek. We got time.
Line call, just managing directionally to perfection.
You got more of it on the
he's
intern.
terrific.
I didn't know it was going to hit like that.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
Would've played it
24.
Way more aggressive, go really far.
What a great future.
No kidding.
it's hard to roll like much farther than that. Cause
Yeah.
You got the intern.
Yeah, I was thinking like, because you make this or you make that. Both are pretty good options.
Yeah, I like this.
Okay.
It's a tough ask to hit
Something like
this
this?
one. You can't see much of it with weight,
throwing
but
peel or
it
just
would
vert?
kill that,
I
and
think
the
you're
yellow
throwing peel.
would be in a fantastic spot. Reed's commenting that if you do miss it, you get that one. That's okay too.
That other double, then he can.
There's only about an inch and a half difference between those 2 shots. DJ over the years has been able to slide right at it. So he'll be very close here. Look at that. You can only see it, what, 2 inches?
Curl.
Schneider now, can he get it over? Move it over. Can he get it? No, it'll get the back one.
Shot.
Second best option.
What do you like?
Freeze
Here?
the red.
That's not bad. Or
Freeze?
this, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like? Yeah.
What do you like?
Get in the hack.
I like freeze the red. Unless you see anything else.
Okay.
Okay, why would you not want to go
then-
first, Joe?
Make it.
Go in there first.
Yeah, you come around, you slip behind the T line. If Manitoba locks one on, there goes your 2.
But
This way, if they lock this up, Carruthers comes around. It's a very easy raise to remove that shot rock.
John's really pressing for time here.
Yeah.
He
I like
I guess I just think
line only.
you're thinking negatively
pretty good.
that I'm not going to make the shot. If you go deep, granted, but the idea is to be on top, right, and make the shot.
Top 4. T-line.
Yeah, you're at that point in the game that it's.
T-line.
Well, then curl.
I know, and if you
Straight.
go deep, you're right, and I
Straight.
understand Joe's point. I'm just saying that.
Straight.
Now, what does this do for you?
Is it open?
Just,
Oh, I think
heavy.
so. He can get under there.
Here.
Just heavy. That's okay.
If you just feather it, you make the you can throw it hard, and if you just feather it.
It's definitely quicker now.
There's the tick bang too, right?
I don't like that. Like, I like making the roll.
Yeah.
That's the best
Okay.
shot. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So making the roll, then to me, I
What
like
an opportunity.
I think we're throwing bump beach.
Yeah,
I'd like to throw
especially
bump.
they ticked it
A little more
underneath.
action. And we're getting some curl here.
Okay.
It's really hard to roll a
I
long
think
way,
there with
though.
bump is really close.
You can't. Reed's going to throw softer weight. That's the first problem. Second problem is you're crossing the face, so that the rock spinning clockwise. It's going to, when it makes contact with shot rock, it wants to spin left, so it's going to deaden the roll here. You'd almost like to throw peel at this to get the hop.
Concerned look from John Epping. Down by 1. Has the last rock. But boy, if you can hit and roll underneath here. Reed Carruthers
Weight's good.
Green.
might
Get
just
it.
take the end
Weight's
away.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Schneider.
Hard.
They said it was going to curl in this spot. Schneider. Can you hold it up for him? Can you hold it up and get underneath? Oh, and he got the little inside roll.
Yeah, you just had to throw it harder, probably, right?
You're right. Had to throw it harder. That's exactly it.
That's the best he could have done.
Yeah, exactly. With that weight,
I
yeah.
don't get paid enough. Good shot, Ram.
It just rolls so dead because this spin, when it hits the red, it wants to come to our right. Just deadens that roll.
No, I got lots left in the tank.
Yeah.
The yellow pick looks really hard on the back.
dear.
I don't have a lot of it, Jake.
Yeah, I don't like that shot.
I think you pick the yellow, get shot rock, and
let's
then.
get shot. Yep.
Yeah.
Less.
Wow.
Less.
I think this is the prudent play. You could tick that yellow, which is so hard to get at the top, and sit one buried, but Reed's going to have a tough one if this is made.
Really hard.
Yep. Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Really hard. Ian McMillan just trying to pick that yellow. Got it? Sure does.
You almost have to wrap around, don't you?
Oh, yeah. And I think regardless of where he goes,
Have this.
Yeah.
I don't think he can get buried.
Hard to get 2.
Hit it thin.
John can't see much of that red, though.
I don't love that shot.
Yeah, I like the draw cat.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
This is really tough because we
Full on you.
documented how quick it is, but now you're maybe going to a spot that's a bit stale.
Still like this.
Well, and this is BJ threw in this line, and it didn't get any curl.
Curl,
So
right.
I go,
with the perfect
if I
weight,
go and I end up here shot.
yeah,
it's
maybe he
pretty
gets
good
half
too, right?
buried.
Right.
Okay.
What is this
Yeah,
going to
fair.
do? Is it going to run like BJ's did?
There's
We're looking for
I think we got to
15.
throw like a 14-4.
15.
They're hoping to get
Right?
back in here
14 and a half is
somewhere,
what I was thinking,
but
14.6.
you just heard
I
Reed
was
say, I
thinking
could go there. As
15
long as I'm closer than the red, there's no way to get in there because you'd be blocking off that out-turn path,
7.5.
Hey, Ram.
We're trying
That's a
to
good
put it
point.
behind like the back 4, right?
Yeah, but like
and you'd have to play
just
the
past our yellow is good too.
Okay, sounds good, Reed.
tick on the intern and hope you spin in. What a game. What do you think of Joe? Hair slower than
No,
or up to speed?
I think it's full keen here still.
Hey, pretty close. Hair heavy, but
Final
close.
stone for Reed Carruthers,
Don't want to unless we have
Manitoba.
to.
Got room.
They lead it
Can
by
wait.
1.
Weight's good.
Weight's close.
Right now,
Back 4.
Northern Ontario and
Line's
Epping have
good.
their
Line's good.
tying point
Okay.
Line's good.
covered.
Clean.
Top edge of the
A little bit,
4.
little bit for weight.
Still got room.
Negative.
Catlin.
Got a curl,
That's
guys.
wrong.
Go ahead.
They got to get there, though, boys. Got to get there, fellas. And
Shot.
they will. Shot rock.
Really good.
It's good.
Just brilliant.
Pretty good.
That's the best they could have done.
Shot goods.
Could have maybe tried to sweep for
Inch
speed
higher,
and
I
bring it
guess.
a little bit deeper. stopped a little bit.
Yeah, do you think he can?
Little chisel split's not there.
I see this.
Yeah, okay. I only have 3/4, so it's got to be going in.
If you hit 3/4 with back line,
back 8.
Tap it to back 8, or back 8 weight, get it out of the 4-foot, and hope the shooter kind of spins to the tee line and catches the edge of the 4-foot. The nice thing about this is you've got a protector. You have to get your one.
He's made these look easy all game. This is really tough.
Yeah, and we talk about the carving. Like the guard's so tight.
Carruthers up and having a close look.
Wait's really good.
Epping's final stone. Right now it's a win
Hair down.
for Manitoba.
Hair down.
Whoa!
Horgan.
It's light.
Jacob, it's light, they say, so stay on it. Have they got this? Have they got it? Can you sneak it by? Move it back far enough. Push it back far enough. Oh, no. This will come down to a measure, but it does look like yellow at the back. And it looks like it's going to be the win for Manitoba. And hands come out. And Carruthers will pick up the win. To improve his record to 5-1. And Epping now falls to 4-2. Make the final 8-6. Manitoba is your winner. Wow.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada.
Reed Carruthers, you bet. Picks up the win in a wonderfully played game against Northern Ontario. Connor Negevin showing his son Hudson. This is the way it's done. There you go. Oh, but you got to let go. You have to let go, but that's every new person does that. Now let me try another one. Okay, how about it? Push it and let it go. There you go. Wonderful. This, yeah, he had a chance, Epping did, really, to win it in 10, and then he had another chance in the extra. It results, though, in Carruthers picking up the win, 8-6. And as we say, just a wonderfully played game. Game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. One game was still on the ice, and this is the final stone for Matt Dunstone. He was heavy with his draw to give up the steal to force the extra.
And some really good shots made, and for Ty, didn't have a lot to work with. He wanted to force the draw, and by placing his final stone on the 12-foot, it did force Matt to have to draw. A little bit more granite or real estate to work with. Doesn't have to be in the 4-foot, just needs to bite the 8.
And again, we say that tomorrow night it is Carruthers against Dunstone. And with the history between these two, that's going to be an interesting evening. Full 8 for the win for Dunstone. And he'll draw the back of the 4-foot to go to 4-1. And Ty DeLillo is now 1-4 to complete the play on this Tuesday afternoon. So Kushu, Team Canada rolling and right behind. There you go. So if it ended right now, those are your three teams. Epping, that's a big loss at 4-2. Thinking, of course, if Carruthers falls back, they end up tied. Who would get the spot? Carruthers by virtue of the win. On the other side, it's McEwen, Jacobs, top of the table, both undefeated. So we'll take a break. Join you again at 9:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Pacific. Ryland Pleiter, Saskatchewan, against Sam Moybrook from Whitby, Ontario. Two of the rookie skips, impressive rookie skips here in Kelowna. Wonderful game, fellas. Thank you for all the entertainment. And thank all of you for joining us here in Kelowna on this 5th day of coverage, the Montana's Brier. So till we talk with you again at 9:30 Eastern Time, remember, the Montana's Brier is only here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.